Hello, hello! Welcome to Dawn of Defiance, our Star Wars actual play campaign. And look at this. Almost all the boxes are full. I have filled all of the players' boxes. Aren't you so proud of me?
Not the Dungeon Daddy today.
Not those kind of boxes, Caleb. Mind out of Mummy's Mask. Mind out of Mummy's Mask. I swear to God, man. I play two times, and this is what happens. So, chat bastards, if you didn't see it already, there's a little link that's being floated around to you guys. It's the opening crawl for this story. If you didn't watch it already, you should just hit play real quick, watch it on YouTube. It's just like the Star Wars experience. I would show it to you on here, but Disney, they're a bunch of son of bitches, and they will strike down our channel for daring to show you that. But if you click play, the Star Wars musical play, you'll see the opening crawl. I'll read it live here in a moment. It won't be quite as exciting as seeing it in the video, but it's there for you if you want that epic Star Wars experience. But yeah, we are here doing a Star Wars actual play. You guys asked for it for basically since I started this channel, or the other channel, Geeks and Gamers Tabletop, plus this one. And I kept kind of spinning my wheels on it. I didn't know if we were going to do it, but then we made Moonskull, and I was like, this is the perfect place for it. So we're here. And you've already seen 2 prologues, hopefully, and been introduced to these wonderful players that I'm about to reintroduce you to, and got a little taste of their characters and where they come from, so that when they finally come together, you'll already have an idea of who they are before they're forced together for the first time. You don't have to spend all the chaos trying to discern their personalities and quirks. You already know them, and maybe even be invested in their fate. At least that's the hope. But you know what, we should go around and say hello to these fine folk. And we will start with Velrock. Why don't we say hi to Velrock and, you know, say hello to them and maybe even just reintroduce your character with like a 2 to 3 sentence elevator pitch.
Yeah. I'm Velrock. I'm playing Skak. Skak, Erudi, Skak. I'm playing Skak. Get it right.
I know your name. It's the NPCs that don't know your name.
He's a Trandoshan soldier. He's a demolitions guy, a pyromaniac, and a all-around psychopath. And he's ready to take the Empire down.
Fantastic.
I do have a gun that we need to name. So let's get that poll started while we're doing introductions, yeah? So we can get it before the game starts.
Yeah, I'll get it.
And Scorecard.
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
Scorecard. Am I allowed to say mine, or is that waiting the poll? Is that going to be considered undue influence?
Yeah,
you cannot say
influence.
But I want to say it so bad.
I don't care.
Right. Wow, she's so mean. All right, I won't say it. Just know I have a favorite. And awesome. I did have a player in one of my private campaigns today who told me that he can't wait to support this stream. He's going to give all of his donations to me and his favorite Trandoshan. I assumed it was Bosk, but he insisted it was actually Skak, so I don't know. Might have a screw loose up there, but sounds like you got a fan. Let's also... He's excited. Let's say hello to Caleb from Laylines, man. What's going on, man? Same deal.
Hello, I am playing Moravgi, the Wookiee scout, who, after losing his life partner, escaped the Empire and is now on a clear-cut path to revenge. He's angry, and everyone else is going to feel his wrath. But he's a good character. For how long, we shall see.
We shall see. Very, very interesting character for sure. And then we've got Moss Moof himself. What's going on, man? Tell us a little bit about your character. And when you're done, if you'd like to share a little bit of information about a certain date coming up, you can do that too. Oh shit, you're muted. What the fuck? Did you disconnect again? Son of a bitch.
No.
I'll be right back. He did.
Poor Moss. We all hear you, Moss. It's just Erudi. He hates you for some reason.
I'll be right back.
Oh no.
Wow. It is bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh my god, his bars are
You
all
look
red.
worse than Rudi's eyebrow dancing.
Yep,
Do you want to reboot
gone.
it before we get started? Like after your introduction?
He's gone. He's back. Son of a bitch.
Emperor Kermentine.
That is hilarious. Hmm. It's just us.
It's Kermit Teen.
Where is he now?
He is rebooting his Wi-Fi because he is having Wi-Fi troubles. He said,
Oh,
"Move on to the
God.
next
All right.
person."
That's fine. I really don't want to because she's already been mean to me this stream, but I guess we can say hi to Sevvy. Hi, Sevs. And Sevs,
Hello.
I know I said 3
Hello.
sentences, but for you, that also comes with a caveat of less than 5 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes. Okay, I'm looking at the time. Hello, everybody. I am Sevvy. Very excited to be here. I play a character called Anya Seretti, and she is well, her class is a Jedi. Technically, there are no Jedi right now. She is not a Jedi Knight. She's been a Padawan forever, and she's just moving into the area or realm of a Jedi. And I think one thing that you should know about her is that I am trying really hard to play a good character. Warlock shared the Exalted Deeds book with me that talks about all the good deeds. So I did read it. I've been doing some research on how to play a good character, and a lot of it I think actually was very very shocking to me to see what I thought was good apparently was not good. So that was kind of disappointing. But you know what? We're here to have fun. And also, if you see the Queen's Revenge tracker down there, way down there, it is at 320, 32%. And once it reaches 400, Erudi will do a stream eating a variety pack of Cheetos that are really weird and have really weird taste. So, and once we get to 500, what was the 500 catch? I'm trying to remember. Oh, you are gonna be reading the fanfic
Yes.
of Mort and the Nugget. So, in case you wondered, it got steamy between both of them. They do have a family. It was very steamy. Yep. I think Raikona might even faint from hearing how spicy it is. So if you want to hear Erudi read it and see how red he can get as he reads it, he will be doing an AMA, and we need to reach 500 for that. Once we reach 600, he will then move to be eating a wild variety of sodas, and he's gonna be rating them. So we're gonna have a stream where he's gonna be rating the different foods. So we already unlocked the frog's legs, which is very exciting. That was at the 200 mark. So if we get to the sodas, it comes with I think 5 different sodas, and some of them are down as weird. They're not supposed to be completely disgusting. We don't get to the disgusting part until we get to the 800 and the 1000, because the 800 will be ants and the 1000 will be worms, and then he will burn the Dungeon Daddy shirt. So that is really the goal that we have here. Those are the perks for getting to each milestone to help us get to Dallas Expo.
Oh, the things I do for you, chat. The things I let her get away with. Yeah, that's going to be the terrible, disgusting, and terrible ending that'll lead us to the next tier. Can we just blow through it so I can just rip it off like a Band-Aid? That's my only prayer, chat. If you could just let me rip it off like a Band-Aid so we can move to the next tier, I would be so grateful.
And the best part too is that if you donate through the Streamlabs link, everything will count double. So you guys have the menu. If not, mods, if you can please put the menu in the chat, it will be double your money. So if you spend $20 to give anybody here, including the Muppet or Erudi AI, a Force token, which is the equivalent of a hero point, then you're buying 2 instead of 1.
Amazing. Yeah, so you could definitely help them out, or just help me out. That would be my preference. Hey, look, Moss is back, I think, but let me refresh because you can't hear him until I do. And thank you, Sevs, for that wonderful introduction. That was definitely way more than 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
It's 10:15. It's 5 minutes. He said 5 minutes.
Okay,
Moss is
it was
looking
5 minutes,
lovelier than
but
ever.
it felt like an hour.
You look so
in,
much
in
better,
my time.
Moss.
I live in the only state in the union that has the poopiest internet. Like
Well,
literally.
it does look a lot better. So go ahead,
Yeah.
tell them all about yourself.
So hi everybody. Once again, my name is Moss. I will be playing Dina Voss. She is was an Imperial officer who is now AWOL with her now indebted servant Moravgi. And yeah, right now I guess she's just she is kind of directionless at the moment. So she's just kind of seeing where the wind takes her, or the gravity in this case. And then as far as you had said something about a special date, is that right?
Yeah,
Erudi?
yeah, tell us all about it.
Yeah.
We want to hear about your
Well-
special date.
Well, I met this nice little girl. No, I'm just kidding.
Little girl.
I don't meet women.
Oh no!
Phrasing.
But yeah,
He doesn't meet women. He meets little girls.
Oh God, Moss, you've.
and I have a piece of paper telling me not to.
Wow.
But all that aside, we also have a character creation coming up. That is for a Call of Cthulhu Horror on the Orient Express. That will be coming up on the 25th of this month. So be there or be absolutely and utterly square.
That's going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome. Very excited for that. Great things, great things. I've been talking with Moss behind the scenes about all of our plans, and he's got some good stuff cooking. So can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Might have to replace him after the little girls thing, but for now, the plans at least are very awesome.
It's okay. Legally, I'm not allowed to.
Well, Sevvy's due to run something. Maybe just have her run it.
We'll just swap those out.
I don't know. See, here's the thing. I'm getting a little more worried about this. I'm afraid I'm going to be like Sevvy. You get to run a campaign. It used to be 3 hours. But then I remember Sevvy's 3 hours is like 9 hours. I don't know if I can play a one-shot that long, man. Oh, no, not the alien. I have apologized 100 times for those critical hits. It wasn't me. It was the dice. God, she holds it over my head. All right, well, chat, if you didn't watch the opening crawl already, you should. It's amazing. But I also want to let you guys know we did finish the menu. So you guys were asking, what is the super chat menu? I'm going to tell you and the players at the same time. I haven't told them yet either. So for $20, you can send what is called a force token. It's pretty much like a hero point. If you remember Frost Maiden, 1d6 that you add to a roll. You have to call it before the roll, so you can't wait until you've already seen what you've rolled. They have something else called force points, which are almost identical. But the difference is with a force token, you have to spend 3 of them to get rid of a dark side point to atone. Whereas a regular force point, the ones the book gives you, you can spend 1 for 1. This is so Sevvy can't just go full evil and you guys keep buying her off. Because I know how she works and you work, chat. And if I have to increase that number later, I just might. But that's what that one is. $50 is a far-seeing token, which is kind of like a inspiration in D&D 5e. It gives you advantage in your roll. You roll 2d20s, keep the higher of the two. $100 is a minor destiny. All players in the GM get a force token. $200 is a major destiny. All players in the GM get a force token and far-seeing. And $300 is an epic destiny. All players in GM get a force token and far-seeing. The players each get 1d10 temporary hit points on top of that. So these are all ways that you can help the cast, and if you do it through the Dallas donation, not only will you help Sevvy further her evil plans and force me to eat bugs, but you'll also give them double all of those things. So if you spend $20 for a force token, they'll get 2 force tokens. What a deal. So that's the menu. I don't have it on a bot yet, but the mods will be happy to put that out there for you here and there. You guys,
I'll add it to a bot in the meantime while you do other stuff.
I don't trust you with bots. Every time you make a bot, it ends up like shouting Muppetosis in the chat, and I really don't like that.
Just because you don't like facts, that's not my problem.
I also told you guys, this is going to be a surprise to all of you, that you would be getting destinies. Destinies that will be core to what happens to you in the game and where your characters are meant to go and do. And I have those for you now. So the first two I'm going to hand out are going to go to Skak and Moss. Skak, you got the Rescue Destiny. So where it says in your block Destiny, write Rescue. And I'll explain what Destinies do to all of you in just a moment. And then, Dina, you got the Discovery Destiny.
But this was Star Wars, not Star Trek.
Well, there's some exploration in Star Wars, absolutely. And you guys will remember that you guys had sort of a hot potato thing during character creation, a light destiny and a dark destiny. Well, the light destiny landed on Sevvy, the dark destiny landed on Caleb, so we're going to hand those out now. And I guess ladies first, we'll start with the good news. You got the Redemption Destiny. And your special boon is that once every session, if you use a force point, you can roll 2 force points and keep the better of the 2. So kind of like having advantage on a force point. Caleb, you got Destruction as your destiny. Oh shit, we just lost Moss.
No, he's there.
He's here.
He's
Oh,
there.
he's back. He keeps reconnecting and disconnecting on me. You're going to be silent for a moment because I want to finish my explanation, Moss. And along with that Destruction Destiny, Caleb, anytime you would get a dark side point transgression, you get double the assigned dark side transgression. You wanted evil. You got it.
Oh boy.
So you're going to have to be very careful with your revenge, sir. Very careful indeed. So those are the destinies. To explain how destinies work and not to be confused, there are 2 mechanics in this game that have the word destiny in it. One of them is destiny points, which is something you get every level. You only get 1. They're extremely strong. They can literally save you from death and clutch you a victory in moments when you otherwise wouldn't have gotten one. But destinies that you actually put on your sheet, they are, the Force sort of has a path for everyone, a destiny, if you will. And when you act in line with your destiny at certain points in the story, so for example, if you rescue a key character, for example, you will get a boon for a certain amount of time. So maybe you rescue somebody from a prison cell, and then for the next encounter, you get +2 to all of your ability rolls or something like that. If you do something
But Wookiees
against...
don't count as people, right?
Correct.
Sure.
Not according to the Empire right now. They are non-sentient. If you do something counter to your destiny, so you could have rescued somebody, but instead you left them to rot, for example, the Force actually punishes you, and you take a penalty for a certain amount of time. And then within the actual story that I'm telling, there are going to be some key moments that this is all building up to, that there'll be a key story moment where you can make an epic decision that falls in line with your destiny, and if you achieve your destiny, you get a permanent boon to your character. So that is what the destiny mechanic is.
This is going to be hard.
So that is what you have. Any questions on anything that I just explained?
There's not more to Moss and I. We don't get like a thing for them, or seemed like everyone else got some cool ability. Where's our cool ability?
That was the things purchased by chat during character creation. So one was
Thanks,
a good
chat.
thing, one was a bad thing. You don't want the one Caleb has, I promise. That one's bad.
Destruction? Have you seen Skak?
I have to play.
Oh no. Those are separate. Those are your destinies. So
I'm just kidding.
Okay. I just want to make sure you understood, because yeah, if he destroys something significant, he would get a bonus. But the thing he got from chat was the double dark side point, which is just be careful.
How many you can have? You can have up to your wisdom modifier.
Your wisdom score. So
wisdom score. Okay.
Yeah. So if it's like your wisdom's 10, you can get up to 10 dark side points. But for you, that means you can screw up 5 times. So be careful.
I'm sitting prettier than I thought. I was like, I got one more dark side.
So there you are. And I think that pretty much catches us up. I will do a quick, brief recap of what happened in the prologues. The first prologue was Dina and Moravgi. That is Moss and Caleb's character. Moravgi is the Wookiee, and Dina is the human Imperial officer. They were both on board the same place down on Brental 4, a mining facility, industrial facility, and Dina Voss, who was a logistics officer, was trying to impress Commander Hewitt and volunteered for a project in which she was going to bring in new assets to help increase the speed of the mining. She thought it was droids, turned out to be Wookiee slaves. And a series of events occurred as Caleb's character was introduced as one of those Wookiee slaves. There was a lot of abuse that went on from the Empire. Dina, over time, started feeling really bad about what was going on. And then there was a culminating incident where Moravgi got punished for some of his upstart behaviors by having his life mate killed right before him. And that was the last straw for Dina, who decided to break out Moravgi and go AWOL, risking her career and her life for this Wookiee that she had never met. Which I do believe also resulted in a life debt, which Dina doesn't know the full ramifications of yet. In the following prologue, we had Anya and Skak. They were on, oh god, I just blanked on the planet name. Agriculture planet, fucking...
Tatooine.
I got it. It's here.
Chandri, I think? Shit. I'm fucking forgetting it, but it's okay. It was an agricore world, and Anya. Chandrila. Yeah, that was it. Thank you. Who was a prior Padawan during the Clone Wars. Her master was killed. Found out a simple life here, kind of living as a farmer with some nice people. Unfortunately, there was a farming accident when they were trying to hunt down these creatures that were destroying the crops. And in order to save one of her coworkers' life, somebody she considered a dear old friend, she had to use the Force, revealing herself to him. And he swore to her that he was thankful and grateful. But by the next morning, the Imperials had been alerted to the fact that she was there and she existed, and they came to arrest her. She, of course, hasn't confirmed that he was the one that betrayed her, but who else could it be? And knowing that she would be a danger to everyone around her, she remained. She fled the scene, heading into the main town, hoping to find a way off planet. Meanwhile, Skak, a construction worker, did we tell them what you were prior? I forget.
I don't know.
No.
Good question.
No, but it was.
No, I don't know. We have not.
All right. Do you want me to say that or not?
We talked about it a little bit, but I don't think we talked.
I mean, he wasn't really. Yeah, we can talk about it. He wasn't really a bounty hunter, but he was associated with bounty hunters. So.
Okay. So he had some associations with the Bounty Hunter Guild at some point, but then decided to go into a life of working construction, doing demolition specifically. And that life has become a lot harder since the Empire has taken control, and humans have become more prominent, and the Empire has been taking over contracts, and he's been treated less and less and less like a creature that has sentience. And one day there was an accident. Him and his good pal Cowboy were working on some demolitions, but one of the other lazy guys had done the wrong thing, ordered the wrong stuff. It hurt Cowboy. He got blamed for it, and he was on his way storming out. Unfortunately, he got recognized on one of his days out there by somebody from the Bounty Hunters Guild who came to collect. And he was ambushed. At the same time, Anya arrived at the construction site and looking for a place to flee where she might be able to hold her ground against the scout troopers on bikes that were pursuing her, ran into this construction site, literally colliding with Skak. And then back to back, they fought off both the bounty hunters and the scout troopers, and then made their way off planet on a supply ship that was leaving for the construction guild that he worked for.
I have a feeling we're going to see that Rodian again. What was her name? Font?
Yeah, I have it here.
Tra?
Yeah, The fat Rodian, you loved her.
Yeah.
Fontra, spelled P-H-O-N-T. T-R-A. She was a very rotund Rodian in like overly sized power armor. It was great. You'll probably see her again, I'm sure. But you all had the same destination, even though you don't know each other yet, Selzon Station. So that is where we're going to be picking up. Did I leave out any details that would be important to you guys that you want to convey to the audience?
We have an astromech now.
True. Yes. You, thanks to chat's generous donation, were able to sign a form for a droid, making it yours, so that when you get off the ship, nobody's going to question you about, hey, why are you taking this droid that's not yours off the ship? Which will be very nice.
Yes, and I would like to designate its name as QT, just so you know.
Okay. I thought we had. Okay, that's fine.
No, it has it's got like a model number, R3D6, right?
Oh, you just want to call it Cutie. Okay, that's fine.
That's going to be its name.
Why are there so many cuties? You want me to kill these things, I think. I feel like that's what you're tempting me. You're taunting
No,
me.
just stop killing them.
Taunting me. QT it is.
This one will actually be Cutie, not QT.
Oh, I don't think that's going to help. Why are you telling me to stop killing them? I don't do it on purpose. It just happens. All right, if you didn't already watch the crawl, allow me to read it to you. Star Wars Dawn of Defiance, Episode 1, The Traitor's Gambit. It is a dark time in the galaxy. The evil galactic empire has spread from the deep core to the outer rim, and everywhere the empire's tyranny can be felt. Fleeing from the oppression of the Emperor's minions, agents of Senator Bail Organa have run to a remote space station above Rental. Known to be a vocal opponent of the Empire, Organa may be the last hope of freedom in the galaxy. In the hopes of stopping these dissidents before they can reach the Senator, the Empire has alerted its forces on Selzon Station, where the struggle for liberty rages on, and the first sparks of rebellion have begun to burn. So we're going to split this up ever so slightly, because you guys haven't quite met together yet. So we're going to go in the opposite order, I think, of that we did last time. We'll go Anya and Skak. You guys have been on this trip together. Skak trying to convince Anya the whole way, hey, let's go rob banks or something, or the IRS.
Whoa, no. I just want to blow up the USPS, man. Come on.
Yeah, okay, it was something like that. I remembered it was something criminally nefarious. But eventually, the shuttle makes it to Selzon Station.
Actually, before we get there, we do have a protocol droid in here, right? Could I scrap that for some parts? For some spare parts?
You could. Would you like
It
to?
seems like you don't want me to.
You can.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, it's here, right? Might as well.
All right. Give me a mechanics roll.
Could the astromech, I don't know if there's like an assist action, but maybe the astromech can help me do that. If not, no worries. I just need I need a lot of spare parts for this character. So
Before we fully forget, Orman dropped 2 super chats for endowment rolls.
Oh God.
Should we do that when we meet each other?
You guys are going to do a dick measuring contest upon meeting?
Yeah, actually, that might be a good
All right.
see how we all measure up to each other.
Oh, God.
As well as one super chat came in from Emperor Kermitine for the Fed.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say, it sounds like it's for me. Appreciate all the generous support, guys. Smallest gains the force point. And then Sevvy and Moss roll for emboopment. Smallest gets the force point. Okay, so endowment rolls all around. Got it.
Don't forget to swoosh so chat can see the rolls.
I haven't rolled. Okay, let me go ahead and swap over. Moss isn't there again. Son of a bitch.
Yes, he's trying to
Moss
figure out
is trying
what's
to
wrong
fix
with
his internet. So
Got it. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out when we get to it. So we'll go with Anya and Skek. So you're making this mechanics roll, and I need a droid to assist you. All right, we'll use this one. We'll do.
No. Pull that wire. The other one. There you go. Now you got it. Now you know how to disassemble your friend.
Oh my god.
You didn't do it. Oh, there it goes. Wow, he's better at it than you, apparently. All right, he aids you. Oh, these are definitely the wrong stats, too. But that's okay. I'll get the right ones later. He aids you, and yeah, it takes you a little over an hour to kind of get some of spare parts off of this thing that you can put into your inventory.
Cool. I'm just gonna say protocol spare parts. Protocol droid.
Anya, is there anything that you observe or mention during this time, or are you just kind of like watching and thinking back on things?
Just reflecting.
Just reflecting, okay. All right, so you guys... so you guys get to Selzon Station, and I don't know that you were aware that's where you're going, but that is where you arrive. And so you guys first see the station in the view, and I actually have something to read for that for
Hold
you.
on. Before you do that, I think you need to read the super chat that Emperor Kermit sent you instead of just taking the $20. I think you need to read it. Because you didn't read it.
Why,
and he
though?
made a point to say that you didn't read it.
Call me out. All right. I'm looking forward to completing your training, Erudi. In time, you will call me Master. I don't know about that, Emperor Kermitine, but I appreciate your super chat nonetheless. I am the master of this universe. You'll have to strike me down, and if you do, I'll become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Here we go. Thank you, Sevs, for calling that to my attention. Now I don't remember what I was saying right before that. Something.
You're going to read us the description.
Got it. Seemingly motionless among a sea of starships and satellites above the twinkling world of Brental, Selzon Station grows larger in your view every second. A central pylon forms the bulk of the station's mass, and 3 landing platforms leading to docking bays extend from the central station, equidistant from one another and jutting out into space. The dorsal side of the station features a disc-shaped secondary structure on top of which blinking lights indicate the presence of a landing platform reserved for wealthy patrons. And I do actually have some art of that for you.
We're gonna have to get out of the ship pretty quick so nobody sees us.
Okay.
You know what? I actually just realized I need to fix something. Chat's seeing the wrong thing. 1 second, chat. I'll fix it. You're seeing the DM view. That's not what I want you to see. Fix that on here.
Did you use your lightsaber in the last fight? I don't remember. Or was it just
There
force?
we go. That's what we wanted.
I used it once, but then I used the force.
Okay.
Do the same thing with dice. Pretties.
But you're gonna use it more, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like to hear.
All right, there we go. So that should be. Hold on. Now did we lose Caleb too?
No, he said he'll be right back.
Okay, he'll be right back. Okay. Cool. All right, so that should be correct now. So I do have a picture, I believe, of Selzon Station for you, or at least what it kind of looks like. Nope, we gotta get rid of those tokens. Those aren't supposed to be there. Boop. But you can kind of see it's something like that. It's a floating space platform with ships coming to and fro.
Is this like a trade hub?
Kind of. It's sort of a waypoint between the surface world of Brentall, and it's a station where people can come pick up their supplies that have come up from Brentall.
Okay.
So it's sort of a trading point. There's also an upper echelon that wealthier patrons would be in that does have some like shopping and tourism stuff in it. But the primary purpose, for the most part, are going to be people coming here to get the different agricultural goods and stuff that you would
Right.
get.
Yeah, sorry, that's sort of what I meant by trade
yeah.
hub. So,
Yeah,
good
so
to
you
know.
can get lots of stuff there. Perfect. So you guys arrive at one of the docking stations. The shuttle lands, and the interior of the shuttle lights up with full lighting, and you hear the back ramp of the shuttle come down.
Oh, are there going to be people on the outside? That's what I'm wondering.
Let's just move quickly with a purpose.
Just act like you're supposed to be here, and they won't even question it.
Okay.
Okay. You step out to the ramp, and there are two people walking up the ramp with some droids, and they stop and they blink their eyes and they immediately question it.
I just give them the mock salute, the Luke Skywalker mock salute, as I walk past.
Excuse me. You're not supposed to be on here.
Yeah, I am.
Oh. You guys are supposed to load up the ship quickly. We'll be back.
This was a non-living entity cargo manifest.
That shouldn't be right. You might want to get in contact with Erudi about that. He should have. Did he not send that guy? He's under a lot of stress, so just get in contact with him. He'll sort it out. I work for the company.
Make me a deception check aided by one or the other. Which one of you wants to aid? Which one of you wants to deceive?
What is the one?
So
Deception.
it's gonna be persuasion, I believe.
Well, there is a deception and there is also persuasion.
Oh, no, you're right.
I mean,
it's deception. It's separate.
I got a 4. What about you, Skak?
I don't want to say.
Okay, I will do the deception then, and I am preemptively stating that I'm using a force token.
Okay,
I
before
only
you
wrote
use
down
it.
what suppressed does.
Oh, and I got to
to
announce those too. Sorry, I'm going to announce those. Before you do that, let him roll his, because he, if he gets over a 10, it gives you a bonus.
Yeah,
All right,
baby.
so you'll get a +1 to your roll in addition to whatever you roll in this force token. So go ahead and use the force token.
Okay.
And to be clear, you want to use a force token from chat, not a force point, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Do I just roll a 1d6 and then just add it?
Yep.
Okay,
There's a button at
1d6.
the
Well, no, for
bottom.
you. Actually, you're right. 1d6.
And then I'll just add it to my deception. Hold on.
Or no, you have that boon in the forest, don't you? That gives you 1d8s.
Yeah, I do for my force points.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Mm.
But
Not
I'm
single-
assuming the force token is different from a force point. So I wouldn't, or do I use a 1d8?
I think
'Cause
force
I
points
took-
are the ones that everyone has, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I took
that's
an
fine. Yep.
edge. Because I took an edge to make my force points a 1d8 instead of a 1d6. But I'm assuming the force tokens that you meant were all 1d6 unless you are making it parallel to a force point. Then it would be a 1d8.
I did say they were the same in every way except for atonement.
Okay, then I'll roll a 1d8.
I think that's fine. 1d8's fine.
Oh, even
Well,
better.
I regret that.
Too late now. Too late now.
Oh my
26.
God, dude.
Well,
She
you got to
doesn't
say,
know-
what are you saying for the deception?
So actually it's a 27. Well, I said, you guys have to really focus on getting stuff up here. We were just sent to make sure that everything was done correctly and we have something to take care of urgently. Can we trust you guys to get all the materials on board?
The guy seemed very doubtful at first, but he just seems overwhelmed by this information, and he's like looking at his data pad, trying to find if there's other forms. He's like, yes, absolutely. I just need to, I gotta do one thing, just one real quick form. and he pulls something up. He's like, "Did any of you bring?" He lists off like 20 animals.
No.
Did any of you bring
Are you
off?
serious?
He lists off like 35 different plants and herbs and drugs.
We didn't bring anything.
Do they
did
have
any of
death
you-
sticks here? I didn't bring any, but
He checks that off his note. Did you bring any droids?
well, the droid here that works for the company, yeah, that's sort of the point. We're
And
supposed
you've
to
got
get
the
some things.
permit for that one. He pulls up the permit for QT. You were Skak. Okay, that matches. Okay. And last thing, did you
It'd
bring
be
any weapons?
R3D6. Weapons? No. What do we look like? Bounty hunters?
No. Okay. Well, we have to go.
If you could just sign here saying that you didn't bring any of those things on.
Sure.
You
I
both
walked
sign?
away by this.
She's got a. Fine. He signs for her.
I can sign for her. It's fine.
Okay, you sign for her. Even better.
I don't
You guys-
put down her real name, though.
You guys are both able to walk off the shuttle with a massive 26 deception.
27, because he gave me a +1.
Plus 8, yeah. So 35. It's fucking insane. Yeah, he's very, very deceived. He won't even report this to his superiors. All right, so you guys get off the shuttle, and, well, this is an Imperial-controlled station. What's your next move?
Okay. First things first, we need to realize that this is a very bad situation for both of us, and we need to get off of here as soon as possible, because as soon as they start looking into what we were talking about, they're going to realize that we're not actually here on official business.
Okay, so where can we go to find us somebody willing to get us out? Is there a cantina?
It's a good question. Do either of you have knowledge technology or knowledge galactic lore?
I have knowledge technology, but I don't have it. I'm not proficient. Can I still roll it?
I think knowledge checks have to be trained. Let me double check.
That would suck.
Saga Edition, knowledge, train. Knowledge check, subtraction. All right, skills.
R3, try to keep up. Don't make too much
Skill
noise. Don't bring attention to us.
Actually, it doesn't say that. So.
Okay, I'm rolling it.
You just need to be trained in order to have expert knowledge. Okay.
I got a 16.
Knowledge.
I'm very
okay.
knowledgeable.
Okay.
Yeah, but apparently Skak is way more knowledgeable than me.
Yeah.
I think you got a natural 20.
Yeah, Anya, you have certainly a passing knowledge of what these stations are like, but Skak's been around, being a member of the Construction Guild. He's had to stop over on several stations, this exact model, in fact. Yeah, usually there are cantinas, gambling things, all down in the lower levels for all the people kind of passing through, doing their trades and picking up supplies so they can relax before going back out on those long space ventures back to wherever they came from.
Yeah. There should be something like that nearby. Just gotta find it.
In fact, there's usually a promenade down in the lower section that is right along the strip where all of these things would be.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hire someone to get off, or we could, if you want to steal a ship, that would be fun too.
I'm
But
sure
I don't have any
they can
credit.
be
So
I'm sure they can be persuaded. Let's go. And
So
Moss is back, by the way, but he's gonna be audio only, so you're gonna have to refresh.
Son of a bitch. Let me move this to the side and find.
Moss, say something.
No, not yet. Don't say anything yet. I haven't refreshed. I do want to pop this out before I do it, though.
Want to make sure the audio's working.
Yeah, same. Moss, are you there?
Perfect.
Awesome.
Refreshing.
Our weapons. I couldn't imagine losing Gina.
That is crazy.
All right. Moss, testing.
Testing.
All right, I hear you.
Roger.
Did we? I forgot to ask. So I got to hand out the benefits real quick. Did we also resolve that poll situation?
Yep, he got Gina.
Ah, good job, chat. That's what I was gonna pick. I'm glad you made the right decision. All right.
I just mentioned it like while you were refreshing.
Oh, well, that works too. Sorry, I didn't mean to repeat the news twice.
No, I didn't like announce that I role played.
Oh, okay. So I need to grab the benefits real quick. So you guys know, chat was very generous over these past few prologues. They hooked you guys up with some stuff. So Moravgi, you got a far-seeing token. You can just put that in your notes somewhere.
Okay.
Sevvy, you got a force token, which you just used, so that's actually probably gone. But thank you to them. And then the DCV Titan didn't specify who his goes to. Oh, well, that should by default go to me then.
No.
No, we can ask him later.
Wait, are Sevvy and I doing embodiment rolls?
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Once
You
we
will.
all
Not yet?
meet,
Okay.
then we're all doing
So we're
Size
comparing
off.
boobs when we meet.
When
Okay.
you all meet for the first time, apparently you're gonna check out each other's packages first.
I
thing.
assume that's the first thing that girls talk about when they meet. Is that
It's
right?
standard. It's like, when dogs meet, they sniff each other's butts. You're doing the same thing,
No.
just looking at each other's packages.
What a useless body part.
Oh, Jesus. And then 5 gifted memberships, Moonskull from Michaela for Moss. Okay. She did that to the
Oh, wow.
Dallas one. So, Moss, you get 10 force tokens, and those ones persist. The normal ones expire when the episode's over. Yours will carry over. So make a separate note for that. Say force tokens.
No, those ones where it says gifted memberships. So those ones didn't go to Streamlabs. So those ones
so
wouldn't
she has
persist.
2 separate ones. Okay, so she has 2 separate ones. So the gifted memberships, then those ones, I'm sorry, are temporary. I lied, Moss. I just saw the separate note down there, and I was confused. All right, so then, Michaela also did... no,
Nope.
that was the only one. That was
Nope.
the only one from her. So the other one, somebody else. The $100 was from a different donor. I got it.
Yep. And I got 2 from Q, 1 from last time, 1 from this time. So those went through the donation link. So those are double.
Why are these all over the place?
Well, because Christine you started reading the stuff from the middle. So you need to scroll up.
That was not a good way to do that. Okay. Sorry. I'll scroll back up then. So then the anonymous one was the $100. It doesn't say who that goes to either, though. Oh, Minor Destiny.
Yes, it does.
Minor Destiny.
You're just not putting attention.
I am paying attention. There's like 12 lines between them. All right, so I got to scroll back up. $100 benefit from Frost. So that is a Minor Destiny. So you'll each get, so that is 4 force tokens each. And then Sevvy, you got your doubled from Kaio. And then we got a bunch of gold memberships. These ones are temporary, so make sure these are kept separate. Bald Eagle, Spitfire, Arctic Wind, Leo, Dragodoodle Soup, Chrysanth, and Joe Schmo all got gold memberships, giving you each 1 force token temporary. So you'll want to spend those first.
Well, those are 7.
How many is that? That's
7.
1,
7?
2, 3,
So
4,
just write
5, 6,
temp
7.
temporaries.
So
Yep,
the
for attempts.
okay, so the 4 that you just gave us are permanent.
Yes.
Okay,
So we have-
and then the
So
7
we should
are
have
temporary.
8, right? We should have 8 permanent ones and then 7 temporary
7
ones.
temporaries one.
Because we all started with 4, right?
I started with 5.
Those ones are your regular ones. Those are force points. Those are separate. So just down in your notes, keep track of these.
These
I'll go down
are
the whole list.
these are the hero points, Moss.
Right.
Essentially hero points. All right, I'll go down and make sure we got this right. So the $100 benefit
then-
for Frost.
You got that. You're missing the renew silver membership to SCAC.
I know, but they're all confused, so I need to go back down the list again.
I'm not confused.
Okay, well, if you know them, then tell them how many of each they have.
Okay, we got 2 minor destinies. So all players and GM get a force token because those 2 came from the Streamlabs donation. Then that means you get 2 of them each. So that's 4 total, right? And that's permanent. I'm gonna skip the ones for me. Then we got Moss got this is a temporary one, this is a temporary one, this is a temporary one. Okay, so we're moving to the temporary ones. So temporary ones, we got all 7 hero points. SCAC got 1 silver membership, so you got 1 extra hero point or force token. So that's the temporary one.
These things have
Mavri
4 names. We gotta stick to one name for these.
Get it right.
has a 1 Farseeing token. That's a temporary one. I got a temporary one from Wilson. And then Moss got 5 gifted memberships, and those are temporary ones. And then the 5 gifted memberships equate to how much?
10.
10.
Isn't that what you told me?
No, it's just gonna be 5. It's just gonna be 5.
Oh my god.
I thought that was the Dallas link because there's 2 different posts separated.
Okay.
Let's get
That's
into
all
the
of them?
game, yo. Come
All right,
on.
I want to make sure that's all of them. All
That's
right.
all of them.
We need a secretary to organize all of this.
Yeah, I put a note in
What do you mean? Sevvy's right there.
No, not Sevvy.
I basically did fix it all for Erudi. I should charge you for being your secretary.
You already do. All right, so you guys are heading to the promenade, and now that we got Moss back, we're going to go over to the other crew who are actually arriving on an Imperial shuttle, or not Imperial shuttle, a Imperial contractor shuttle that has arrived on Selzon Station. And as it lands, the co-pilot, who's not a big fan of either of you, is going to come out and kind of glare at you guys and be like, "We're here. Grab your stuff if you have anything and get on out."
Moss, by the way, the 5 gifted memberships equate to 1 force token, not 5. Make it corrected.
They keep going down. They keep.
I don't know. There you go.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay.
God damn it. Just lost Moss again. What a cluster.
Yep.
Since you're not like.
Oh man.
All right. Back, and I can hear you again. Continue.
Yeah, I might have to rejoin on my phone because this is a cluster. Yeah, so I'll just tell the pilot. Oh, yes, thank you for such an attitude and the ride. We'll be going now, and then I'll look over to Moravgi and say, okay, so this is what I'm thinking. This is an Imperial station. Perhaps we do a little bit of role play. You're my prisoner, and we're just trying to get you to a quote unquote prison station.
As long as you're not going to put me in some sort of chain.
I'm sure we can get away with it.
All right, fine.
he leave? But he would have said something.
Yeah, I would think so too.
There we go.
Did you lose me again?
Yeah, yeah. I just
All right,
refreshed
all
it
right.
quickly, hoping not to lose your speech.
Shit. Man, I might have to put this on pause and try to rejoin on my phone. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to rejoin on my phone. I'll be back.
Okay, we'll give him a second. You guys are going to the promenade. Can't do much without him because I need both the characters. But we could maybe decide if there was anything on the way there because you guys also had some time in the shuttle. Would you have explained perhaps what a life debt is to him, or is that some conversation you want to have with Dina later?
Probably a conversation I want to have with Dina later. However, I think while they were sort of in the back on their own, Moravgi has been kind of tinkering with the droid, and it's been just arguing back and forth, like stop poking at the wires. Moravgi's just letting out little shriek.
Stop touching me, you dirty fucking bastard.
This droid's got a chip on his shoulder.
You've already ruined my voice. I was so polite before. Ow!
Yeah, so you probably have a decent amount of time to work on this in the shuttle. Getting a little more refined and getting him more situated inside your helmet so it's not as jury-rigged as it was before. Wow, Mike. Is that what you come here to do? Stir up shit in the chat? I see you. I'm not a Muppet, by the way. I am me. I'm still me. I never died. I'm not an AI. AIs can't feel emotions. I feel a lot of hate for you right now. But cool.
You
Yeah, so
rude
you...
guy.
Oh, Jesus. So you guys work on that on the way there, and eventually you'll get to Selson Station. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? We're going to be right back. Hello.
Well, we have good news. We made it to the 400 mark, which means that Erudi gets to have some yummy Cheetos that he has never experienced in his life. And it's all thanks to Hayden 75, who gave us all minor miracle. Is that what you call it now?
Minor miracle, minor destiny, same thing.
Minor destiny. So thank you, Hayden, for that. And excited to be back. And we got Moss. Yay, Moss is back.
Yay! I'm on my cell phone now. If this doesn't work, I guess I could, I don't know, I can yell at the sky.
There's always that.
Send smoke signals.
Use the force.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll just play in Morse code.
That works. That works. Sorry, folks. We don't normally have this many strange hiccups, but tonight's been a weird one. But while you're role playing, keep that line open, Moss. When you're not, just I can hear literally every move you're making, so just mute when you're not. But right now, you're role playing. You were getting ready to come off the shuttle. You were talking to Moravgi about trying to formulate a plan.
Yes, sorry, I spaced for a second. You're my prisoner. I'm your captor. We are going to a prison station, and we need to see if we can get a hold of a ship to get off of this station and find almost literally anywhere else.
The Wookiee's not keen on this type of foreplay, role play.
The Wookiee is going to have to live with it for now, at least until we are off Imperial territory.
The Wookiee says in any other situation he'd probably tear your ear off, but fine.
Well, I'm grateful that the Wookiee does not. Now, shall we roll on?
Oh, I would if I still had my rollers, but whatever.
All right, and I suppose I'll just kind of walk behind Moravgi, kind of nudging him in any given direction that I feel like we need to go, exiting the ship.
All right, you exit the shuttle, much to the happiness of the co-pilot, who's been waiting for you to head out. And you come down the ramp, and immediately there are 2 stormtroopers and an Imperial officer approaching.
Sirs.
The Imperial officer loses his bearing and just cracks up, pointing at you and Moravgi.
Sir, I'm afraid I don't understand the humor.
By the way, are you in your uniform or do you have your smock covering it?
Oh, shit. I would say probably I would have taken that off. I might be carrying it over my shoulder or something, holding it under my arm. I don't know. But yeah, I'd have my Imperial uniform plainly visible.
That is really funny. That is really funny, Lieutenant. Oh, when they told me they were sending entertainment for the Officers Club tonight, that is good. A Wookiee and Stormtrooper armor. What a hoot. Oh, I love it.
It would be funny if this one hadn't committed crimes against the Empire. I need to get him to a prison station as soon as possible. You see, he's my prisoner. So if you could point me towards the nearest shuttle so we might leave the station.
Oh. Well, that's a disappointment. He pulls out his data pad, looking more stern now. Very well. Prisoner, you say? What? That doesn't make any sense. This is a civilian contractor shuttle. It's most unusual to send a prisoner over that. And why is the prisoner wearing stormtrooper pieces? I'm very confused, Lieutenant.
We'll just say that that's the reason that I've got him prisoner. There were a few casualties planet side.
I see. The officer is suddenly looking very distrusting.
Oh,
Hey.
God.
Understand. He scrolls through his data pad a little bit, looks up at you again.
Is it too late for us to say that he's actually the entertainment? He was just pulling his leg.
What's Dina's intelligence?
Nothing's ever too late, I suppose.
Yeah, 'cause that would make more sense because then you can walk freely, Moss.
Oh, you were given a freebie.
That is true. That is true.
What?
Golly.
He's very confused now. So you do, if you are looking at this officer trying to assess your situation at all, you see that this is an officer who is second lieutenant. Ken Saber is his last name. And he is looking through his document, and he looks quite confused, and he sees nothing here, and you see him like looking over the stormtroopers, glancing.
I can't believe you believed me. We are the entertainment, of course.
Oh, can you make me a deception check? And I would like you to do this at -2.
Well, the droid.
Oh
goes,
boy.
Use a force token, Moss, please.
the droid goes,
Roger, Roger. Officer Furry here for duty. Wookie,
Oh,
do the
boy.
damn thing.
Well, actually, I think that gave you a plus.
Let's see. At a -2. Where's my deception? Here it is.
Moravgi does a salute and like walks kind of like a robotic.
Oh
soldier.
God.
He's going so well.
No, this is good because now I can rescue 2 people and get extra abilities.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. 1D. Oh, I need to announce that I'm using the force token before, don't I?
Wait, I thought you did, or did somebody else say that?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I forgot to add it in there.
I said he should announce it, but he just rolled straight out.
Okay,
And I also said that technically by Caleb doing that, I thought he was trying to give
He
him the
does
help
get-
option
he
to the
does get-
deception.
he does get the
Can-
assist.
Can at least Caleb roll for that to help
I don't
him?
think a +1's gonna do anything.
He
though.
can, but it's only going to give him a +1, which won't help with a deception of 5. So the officer goes, "Oh, that is quite hilarious. Yes, entertainment. You know, the officers' club is just down the way. Me and the boys would be happy to escort you there. Why don't you come with me, Lieutenant Voss, is it?"
Yes, that's me. Yeah. Sure.
Here comes
Lead the way.
Here comes a quick time moment for you. You see his eyes kind of glaze over for a minute, and he starts mumbling to himself, "Voss, where have I heard that name before?" And he starts to look down at his
Run!
pad.
Is it just one person?
No, it is
Run!
him and 4 stormtroopers.
At this point, as he looks down, yeah, I'm gonna like stand on my tippy toes and try to get up into Moravgi's ear, like, we're going to fucking run now, and I just take off and hope that he falls behind me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
like throw something at them and then run.
So they are blocking the bottom of the ramp. So you've got a few options here. You could try to barrel through
shit.
them, like a bowling ball style. You could leap off the sides of the ramp, which are perilously close to the edges of the station edges. Those are 2 options in terms of trying to get past them.
Gonna grab Dina.
Or if you have a social option, that is a thing too. All you know is that he looks like he suddenly recognizes your name and is about to search his data pad.
Oh God.
You tell me if you,
I
if you
mean,
want to
yeah,
barrel
ju-
through,
ju-
you want to throw objects, I'm ready.
My first instinct is to just jump.
All right, we're jumping.
Okay. Are you going separate ways or both off the same side?
Same side.
Okay. So narratively, are you okay? So she leans up and says, "We need to run. And I don't know. Do you just like grab her and like hurl you both over the side and start running?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where'd they go? What are you doing? Stop them! Stop them! They're not entertainers! The stormtroopers immediately start turning their blasters around, searching for you guys with their limited vision in their helmets. I'm gonna want you guys to make me some... God, they separate them in this system, so I always have to double check.
Do I need to make a ride check? Am I riding him?
Oh
Are
my
you?
god!
That's
Somebody
a
flip top.
Are you riding him or piloting
I
him?
wasn't going to suggest that, but if that's what you were doing...
Look, I owe you a life debt, but this is getting ridiculous.
He just
I need this.
He just lost his life partner, and this is what you do. You ride him hard. Man, wow.
You know, they say.
Jeez,
get over
I
wow.
feel really bad for what happened.
This is almost as bad as the Ricada seducing the widow scenario. That's pretty wild.
The Ricada
I
one.
bet that would have got the guards to go away if that happened.
I think
Like,
this would be
no,
acrobatics. Acrobatics. If you're actually carrying him or he's riding you, you can make that acrobatics with a -5.
All right, here's what we're gonna do.
But
We're gonna throw a. So, do I have to declare my far-seeing token beforehand or no?
yes, both have to be beforehand.
Okay, can I stack two?
Farseeing tokens?
Can I stack a far-seeing and a temp force point?
Absolutely.
Perfect. That's
Or
what we're gonna
so
do
can
here.
Is there any way that I might assist?
Go limp.
It depends. Is he
I think
carrying?
that
Well,
would
you
make
can't
it
assist.
worse.
You can't assist, but
Okay.
he's either carrying you
Grab
or
it
you're doing your own
hard.
roll. Oh no.
I offer words of encouragement.
Acrobatics, you say?
Yes.
Yeah, and he is you are carrying him, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Uh,
-5
her,
plus whatever
thank
you
you.
roll. Her, sorry. It's ma'am.
Oh wait, that's a -2. So that would be an 11. We're just gonna roll one more time. Let me just make sure I put the -2 in this time. Okay, those are exactly the same. 1d6.
Oh, that worked out really well for you. Oh wait, did it?
That'd be a
So that
12.
would be 12. All right, so 12 plus 3 would be 15. Perfect. That's what you need is a 15. So you awkwardly land holding Dina and then plant her back on her feet and just like shove her, and you guys start running forward, and you hear Officer Ken Saber being like, "They're not entertainers. Get them, shoot them." As you guys start fleeing, the stormtroopers turn around. They start like firing in your direction, and I'm gonna. You guys have no intention of trying to stop and fight them, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, fuck no.
So they're gonna get a round of trying to take some shots at you here as you flee. But because they are doing this like unexpectedly, you kind of startled them a little bit. I'm gonna give them a minus. So let's do this. I'm gonna do 2 at each of you. Blaster.
Did I heal up from last session?
You guys attempted to use, well, let's see, you would have been on the lane. Oh, no, you're only coming up from planet, so you didn't have any time. And you failed your pack check, I think? Yeah?
Yep. So, no.
That's a no. That's a no.
All right.
If you want to have made an attempt on yourself, you can. It's at minus, I think, 5 to do that.
I think we're good.
Really low odds of that succeeding.
Yeah. Truly low odds.
All right, so these guys are going to have a bit of a handicap trying to shoot at you guys, turning and trying to fire at you at the last second as you're fleeing. That one's not going to hit. These are both against Moravgi.
Goodness.
And that one will probably hit Moravgi.
That will hit.
And that's probably going to hurt for 14.
My exact current hit points.
Oh shit! You went down.
No, this is a disastrous start for you. Let's check something on force points. It might just be destiny points. It'd suck if you use your destiny point right away, but it might be necessary.
Well, don't forget you have second wind too. Could you have healed with second wind, or is that combat only?
That's true.
You get one of those per day?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're me, I get two.
I think you should have been able to
You
do
could have
second
taken a
wind.
second wind on your trip up.
Oh, perfect.
So
I
what
would
is your
do
second
that.
wind?
15.
Perfect.
Okay. Then you can add that. Well, I guess just add one because you just took 14.
Yep.
So that's pretty painful. What is your damage threshold?
My damage threshold is 14.
Okay, you also go one down on the condition track.
Yikesies.
That was not a good hit for you.
Mm-mm.
And then here
Just
comes,
so that you know, you can spend a swift action to go up on the condition tree, recovering
Yep.
your round.
3 of them. You got to spend 3 of them. And
It's
you
a
can
little
do them
different for the
all-
Wookiee. Oh, I can spend 2 swift actions to go up.
Perfect. And you can do them at once, or you can spread them across several turns. As long as you do a total of 2 swift actions for you, you'll go up on that condition tree. All right. And then the next 2 are for you, Dina. I know how low your hit points are in total, so let's hope this goes better for you. Okay. So far, so good.
Okay.
Okay.
Pack of 3, you're good. Oh boy, that might hit you.
Is a 16 your reflex defense?
No, that definitely hits.
Yeah, you're gonna take 12 from getting hit by that blaster carbine. And what's your damage threshold?
13.
Lucky you, you don't go down the condition track. But yeah, as you're both fleeing, you flee around a corner as you both kind of get hit, and it's very painful, not good for you, but you run down this hallway. And you go running through this intersection just in time as you go across for a retinue of new Imperial droids here for cleaning the station to just walk through the intersection, blocking the stormtroopers from being able to pursue you. And Dina, you have been on Celzon Station before, very briefly, but you have a general idea of its layout. You know that there is an Imperial turbo lift nearby that'll get you down to the main civilian section if your key card still works.
Oh boy. Well, I suppose we have no choice but to try. So I will lead straight there.
Don't you still have that?
Oh, wait. I wouldn't know about the key card yet. Let's keep moving.
We'll keep it going.
I've got 2 key cards.
You do. And I have a... Can you both make me an intelligence check? Just straight intelligence?
This won't go well.
Oh, we're both
It
midwits.
didn't last time. It didn't
I
last time,
know.
so...
I agree with you. This is not gonna go
Maybe
well.
drop a force token.
They,
on
they
that.
need our guidance.
Oh, thank
my
God.
Okay, thank goodness.
Thank God.
Way to go, Maz.
Let's go.
So Moss, this thing that Moravgi's doing with the stormtrooper gear, that's gonna be a problem. You're on an Imperial station. Aliens don't serve in the stormtrooper corps. You have a feeling the entertainment end is not going to last very long getting through this station, especially now that there's somebody specifically looking for a Wookiee with stormtrooper armor.
Yeah, I'm not much of an entertainer anyway. Moravgi, you may need to remove your armor.
Oh, thank goodness. I can finally get off of this stinking Wookiee's face.
Hey, that's not
Yeah,
nice.
He does have one more question. Is there anywhere he can get like a shawl or something?
I mean, you can try this, and I'll hand him my little red thing.
All right. He'll take it, put the stormtrooper stuff inside of it, and tie it up like a little bindle.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, go with the Tomb Raider look, Dina. Let's see your tank top. Let's see those muscles.
Ooh.
Yeah, you
What
could take
perfect
off your
way-
Imperial blouse if you wanted to. Your pants are still going to stand out because they're ugly military pants. Sevvy, by the way, hates those pants.
They are ugly. I told Erudi
There.
I would refuse to play anybody in the army because of how ugly those pants were. I
Oh,
said nobody
luckily
in their right mind would ever wear that.
Luckily, the Imperial Navy is not a fashion show.
Well, I
Indeed,
have
indeed.
standards, okay? There's no way I would ever be caught wearing that.
We're gonna have to put those on just to sneak out. She's gonna be so mad.
I will be so mad.
Oh, that's a really good idea. I'm going to make that happen.
No.
All right, so you guys are going along, and Dina, do you have a data pad?
Do I? No,
Yes, you do. You have a military-issued data pad.
I do not.
You definitely do. It's there now. If it wasn't, it is now.
Oh, wait. What's this? What? How did this
You hear
data
it-
pad get up in my pack?
You hear it beeping like you just got some new email.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I opened my
That's not
email.
Looks like a broad alert for one Lieutenant Dina Voss. Wanted. Gone AWOL.
Oh. Does it have a picture of me as well?
Absolutely. There's a picture of every officer in the Imperial Navy. It's right there. Looks just like you.
Okay. Are we on this turbo lift at this point?
You are on your way to it. It's not too far
Oh my-
away.
Oh my
Also,
goodness.
you notice a new. You know how like on the top of a cell phone, you got those little icons like for your signal, for your battery. A new one pops up that you've never seen before. It looks like a little red radar symbol.
Oh, well, I'm gonna ditch the fuck out of that, and I'll just kind of discreetly throw it on the ground, and then I will begin removing my garments to reveal at least my undershirt. I don't.
But
think,
now we got to do your movement roll early.
do we?
Screw that. Yeah,
I mean,
you're
I'll go
showing
ahead.
everybody your boobs.
I mean, my boobs aren't out.
Well,
just,
they
you know,
are with a shirt like that.
Just a little bit of
Darn.
cleavage is all.
I guess we'll have to roll it.
I guess we have to roll it now.
Oh.
23.
Okay, I will roll
Can I
mine.
use a force point on that?
Oh my god, I got an 89.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, the good news for that, Moss, is that you get a temporary force token, so like a hero point, because Orman said
Hey.
whoever is the lowest gets it. So congratulations.
That makes up for the
You-
shame of having.
You
12
might be you might be flat, but you have a hero point.
I feel like that checked out in real life too. I would be about a 23.
Glad to know that is.
Didn't want that picture in my mind.
Yeah, me either. Honestly.
Because I don't have boobs. Guys, come on.
I am disturbed. I am disturbed.
It's all
Well,
lean
I
mass.
regret. I regret. So, well, now we know the Jedi is voluptuous and the Imperial officer is a stick. All right, so you take off your uniform. You're in your military tank top now. And what are you doing with this blouse?
I guess I'll just kind of. Is there a trash can nearby? A trash receptacle?
Ooh, sure. There is on the way to the turbo lift, like a communal, like little garbage thing where people can, throw their calf cups and things like that.
I'll try to as discreetly as I can while also jogging to the turbo lift. I'll try to just toss it in there.
All right. As you walk by, you want to throw it on there or stuff it in there?
Oh God. Oh God. I'll stuff it in.
phrasing.
Okay, so you
Good
stuff
stuff.
it in. You walk
That was
over
the
and you
phrasing of
start.
the question. What do you want from me?
You start stuffing
Tina
it
is
into the.
stuffing her bra. Got it.
Oh God. I mean, with a roll like that, probably. Yeah, so you start stuffing it into the trash receptacle, and you're about halfway getting it in there when you hear beep, 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 and this mouse droid comes around the corner and it stops. Beep, 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 beep. It turns around and starts going the other way.
Yes, we should go. And I will just leave it half tucked. Or half stuffed, rather.
Either way.
And I'll also undo my very tightly bound hair so that it falls down.
Ooh, you let your hair down. Wow.
Yeah, I
Going
let my
all
hair
out,
down.
Dina.
Put your record down.
You approach the turbo lift, and standard issue for one that goes up to or out of a controlled military zone. It requires keycard access.
I'll try Lieutenant Bottom's key card first.
Access denied.
Oh no. I'm not gonna try mine. Is there a way I could bypass this? Maybe override it? Can I try to like override it or something?
Or you could do a computer use check, try to slice into it somehow.
Okay.
Or you could try mechanically fucking with it and popping open the panel and crossing wires and shit.
I will try use computer because both the bonuses are the same. And I will go ahead and I'm going to throw a force point on that as well.
Am I able, out of combat, to use my swift actions to move one step up the condition?
Yes.
Okay, I will do that now.
Okay, you rolled it. Orman is not incorrect. Not
Hey!
incorrect.
Not bad. 19.
19.
You're setting DCs at 20. We're level 1, dude.
I'm not setting the DC. I'm not setting the DC. I'm confirming.
Oh my god. This is Erudi AI at its finest. Let me tell you
It's
that.
not the AI.
Trying to
First off, I'm not the
screw
AI.
players. Trying to screw the
Second off,
players.
I am not doing this. The computer difficulty is doing this. And I'm confirming. I'm confirming.
Lies. Once a Fed, always a Fed.
No, you can get away with a 15 on this one. So, congratulations. You slice with it, and you remember from like your training in logistics and having to repair these things that there's like a like the people have to come in and fix them when they're not working. There's like a backdoor code, and a lot of people in security. This is true of IT in the real world, by the way, are very lazy and they don't change the default codes. So you try the factory code that comes with this device, and bingo, you're in. And you are able to activate it. The turbo lift opens, allowing you entry.
Step inside and I'll put my hand on Moravgi's arm and I'll be breathing heavy. That was close. Sorry, I'm not as sharp-tongued as I should be, but I'm a little nervous.
There they are, in the turbo lift. And then the door closes.
I'll wave.
And you guys make your way down to the next level. And Dean, I haven't been here before, not really ever on R&R, because you never get any, but when you first came on as a recruit and were, kind of onboarded here to head down to Brental, you remember there was a promenade, like a strip, where there was a bunch of civilian places, casinos, droid shops, things like that, cantinas. What's your plan?
Probably, probably try to go somewhere where we can kind of wait it out and so it'll blow over.
Blow over?
Yeah, maybe they'll.
Dina, you have been a military officer for a couple years now. They're going to hunt you until they find you. They know you're on the station somewhere. You need a much better plan than blowing it over.
Well, at this point, I suppose the best course of action would be to try to find an unoccupied shuttle.
Disguises.
Maybe, yeah, finding a ship to get off this place unoccupied or
Tie your
otherwise. Tie your hair. All good ideas. But to do all those things, you'll have to go down to the promenade. So you make your way there. So far, been very interesting. I would like to note the very wild differences in success between the two.
I'll take the blame for this one.
We're professionals.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to just say, first off, the role play was great, and I enjoyed every single part of that entire scenario, but I have never handed a player a bigger gift than, ha ha ha, you're the entertainment, I'm going to let you buy.
I'm about half here, Erudi. Like my mental bandwidth is about as wide as my current internet bandwidth.
I tried Fortnite dancing to help you.
As big as your bra, you mean, Moss?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you made that interesting.
By the way, since I'm flat chested, can I roll for my rear end? I have to have some sort of pride.
That's true. You should.
I will give you a badonkadonk roll. Yes, you can have a badonkadonk roll.
I'll take a badonkadonk roll.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if he gets like a 14 or something. Okay, just
It's bigger than my boobs.
Wow, so you really are a stick. You're a stick with like a little nub where a branch used to be at the bottom. Yeah, that's it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
All right, the Wookiee's walking around with the cake.
Wow.
You can't see it under all the fur.
That's probably why they couldn't find the testicles. There was too much booty in the way.
Too much booty. That is accurate.
Insane. God, we're just adding so many rolls, aren't we? So real quick before we get to this next part, I kind of just want to go down the line and see what each of these characters are thinking about the current situation, where their mind's at, because a lot of shit's happened to you guys in basically the last 24 out of 72 hours. 72 for the people who are coming from the agriculture planet, less than 24 for those coming up from Brental 4. So let's go over to, let's start with the Wookiee. The Wookiee. Yeah, you are stuck with this Imperial officer who, first off, did you see the gift horse that was the officer thinking you were entertainment?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Moravgi for certain did. Couldn't really voice that in the moment. Speaking through the droid, he tried his best to help out. It's been a long day. He was contemplating tearing off some more ears, but he's hurt. He's wounded. He lost his soulmate. He's hurting right now. Life mate, sorry, not soulmate.
And how are you feeling about this person you have pledged a life debt to at this point? Are they?
At first, Moravgi was feeling pretty good. You know, she was able to talk down an officer. She made Bottom look like a bottom. Now, getting outside of her zone, this twig of a human is making things pretty tough.
Twig of a human, so accurate.
But she's good with computers, which is good to know.
So accurate, says Sevvy. How about Dina? How's Dina feeling about her performance so far?
Dina is very flustered at this point. Not like her. She's supposed to be an Imperial officer, and yet her wits are not about her. She got lucky with that just using the default code for the turbo lift. But everything else has just gone completely wrong. She knows she should be doing better, but she just keeps getting so frustrated that she keeps making mistake after mistake after mistake. And yeah, she doesn't know exactly what she's doing at this point, because this is a situation she never thought she would be in.
It's a tough one. Are you worried about your chances?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I might die.
Yeah.
Might get or captured or just captured.
It
I think that's a
might even be
guarantee
worse than just
point.
dying, to be honest. And then how about Skak? Skak, how do you feel
this
your arrival at the
this whole
station's been?
rebellion thing, this is easy. He should have been doing this a lot sooner.
Of course, Skak will say that. I love it.
Yeah, he's kind of regretting some life choices. He's like, man, I could have been breaking the law so much earlier than this, and he's looking forward to doing more of it.
Yeah, how do you feel about the competence of your partner?
He has a Jedi on his team, so he's like, I got this.
And how about you, Anya? How are you feeling about your arrival on the station and how events went?
I'm very sad, I would say, about Anya, I think, has a very different perspective on being betrayed. She's not mad. She's just sad about it. So she doesn't feel any hatred or anything like that. She understands why he did it, because the stormtroopers did say that he was retiring and he was very sick, and and she was begging him to get medical attention, and he said he didn't have any money for it. So she's sad that he was placed into that position, and she acknowledges that because of the Empire being what it is, he was placed into that position where he was against the wall and sword. He had no choice. So she gets it, but she's very sad, and she's worried too about Jethro and Trinelli, the farmers that she left behind. She is very optimistic about their odds coming out and being able to leave and survive. She's known Skak for a long time when she was much younger. I don't know how much we have talked about this, but Skak saved her life and really put himself at great risk to save her, which he did not have to do. So she feels very indebted to him in a way. And she really trusts him and his ability as well.
Perfect.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Let's make a blood pact right here, right now. You probably haven't heard of it. It's called a Indosh. It just
I've never
means
heard of
blood
it.
pact.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things like, you hear the Wookiees talk about their life debt. It's one of those things they stole from us.
Oh, they
This
did.
is the real
Okay.
way to do it, all right?
Oh,
This
He
is
takes
the
his
real
knife and
thing.
then he'll cut a part of his hand. Now you do the same.
Okay. All right. And what does this do? I'll cut
He's-
like part of my hand.
He's gonna Arnold Schwarzenegger grab your hand like Predator. Look, I don't leave my homies behind. All right, you're all right with me.
Hmm.
We're in this together now.
Of course. 100%.
All right, you just seemed really sad. I figured I'd do something to cheer you up.
Oh, that was really sweet of you. I'm just worried about my family.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they're fine. Let's go blow something up.
I'm sure we'll be blowing a lot of things up with the Empire going against us. I think we're going to have no choice but to fight.
I'm glad she added some words at the end of that. I was worried. I was very worried. All right. So you, as you're talking about this, doing your blood pact or whatever, you arrive at the cells on Station Promenade that you guys were trying to find. At the same time, Dina, Voss, and Moravgi arrive at the Promenade, looking around, trying to keep an eye out for stormtroopers or officers, cameras, anything that might identify her as she keeps her head down. So you guys head into this promenade area, and the promenade is filled with the bustle of revelry and commerce. Spilling out of the gambling halls are the sounds of victory and the moans of defeat, while the music of local bands issues from the cantinas. Only a handful of citizens mill about in the main areas of the promenade, a few gazing out at the massive windows of the planet Brental hovering below. Some of you just came from there. Business people hawk their wares to the passerby, and a few Imperial stormtroopers make their way down the main avenue of the promenade on their usual patrol at a leisurely pace. This, of course, immediately gets the attention of probably all of you, since you're all worried about Imperial activity, but
Oh, yeah.
especially.
You know what I should have asked? I was going to ask it earlier, but I got distracted. Anya, do you have any power packs?
Yeah, I can give you one. Would that work?
Like that?
Okay, I'll give you one.
All right, thank you.
I also have some credits, and I know Bachi, which is a trade language, so we can buy some. I still have some credits left over.
Sorry, I just needed an extra one because I go through ammo like crazy.
On our side, is this giving like bizarre vibes? Like, are there like curtains around?
No, not quite like that. It's sort of like a. Trying to think of something that'd be similar. Did you play Mass Effect?
Oh yeah, okay.
It's more like the Citadel, where you've got that open area where people are walking, and then you got the buildings and like whatever, except for it's station walls with like canteens and stuff built into them.
Okay.
I would like you also to give me perception checks, all of you, as you are looking around trying to figure out your situation, and you see these stormtroopers and such.
There's a good roll.
Oh.
Oh my god, there we go. 25, 20, 20.
Wow, I guess Skak was too busy checking out his power packs, but the rest of you,
Is it
keen
gonna get
observers.
it in the blaster while it's in the like flap of his pants?
Yes. So you don't notice this, but the other three do. Aside from the fact that there are stormtroopers on patrol, kind of leisurely looking around, scanning the crowd. You also notice that there are two loitering men who seem to stand out to you. They're scanning the crowd closely as though they're looking for someone. They aren't paying any attention to you, miraculously enough, but they are looking around, and all of you except for Skak got higher than 15. So you also notice that despite wearing normal traveling clothes, each man is carrying a holdout blaster that it is tucked into his jacket. You can see the outline of it, and that both of them, the outfits they're wearing, are identical. Also, because all of you got 20 or higher, you also notice that they occasionally lean their chin down to their clothing and speak and whisper as if talking to someone, and then look back up and keep scanning around.
Okay, I'll nudge Skak and I'll say, what do you think, bounty hunters? I'll point them out and explain what they're doing. Is this like normal bounty hunter behavior?
What are you talking about? Those are two kids. He's pointing at completely different people.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
Skak, look, be careful when you look at the two guys over there in that corner. They're wearing the brown boots and seem to be talking to something on their neck over here when they move down. They're scanning the crowd closely. Do they look like bounty hunters to you? They seem to have blaster guns.
I don't know. I mean, bounty hunters aren't exactly for subtlety.
Okay, let's be careful about this. I don't like this. Maybe, should we hide? Should we go somewhere else?
Yeah, let's see if we can step in somewhere.
Yeah, we'll try to like step into a store or something.
For now, pause where you're at as you're discussing the fact that you would like to go somewhere. We're going to go over real quick to Moss and Laylines. You both recognize, you see these people's strange behavior. Do you have any conversations about it? Oh, no.
I imagine we immediately look at each other and then look back at the two guys. And Moravgi, I'm afraid that I don't know if you'll blend in super well. Are there any other Wookiees around?
Nope.
Oh.
Gives like a head nudge towards like a open storefront.
Well, that's as good a place as any. Let's go.
All right.
Can we see you said they're not paying any attention to us. Are they looking at anybody in particular, or are they just kind of scanning the surroundings?
Yeah, they seem to kind of be scanning like they're looking for something specific, but their vision has crossed you several times and not even stopped on you at all. So it doesn't seem like they're on the lookout for you. Go ahead and make me a bureaucracy knowledge check.
Hey, that one I can do.
So you know that oftentimes there are people who work as informants for the Empire, usually for credits or some other benefit. They might be on the lookout for people like yourself who are on the run from the Empire, or criminals who've been evading the law for too long, that sort of thing. And these guys seem to have exactly the kind of behaviors and mannerisms that you would expect from Imperial informants.
I will denote that to Moravgi and just say, even though they're not paying any attention to us, I think it's best if we steer clear.
And they're dressed in traveler's clothes and carrying poorly concealed hold-up blaster pistols. These civilians seem as though they're keeping a watchful eye on nearly everyone at the same time. And then, as you guys are all like just about to go off to these storefronts because you're a little worried about what's going on, suddenly a woman with short black hair and a greasy uniform of a mechanic comes stumbling into the promenade, clutching her midsection as though she's injured. She's struggling, so she kind of struggles her way across the floor, looking around like she's in a panic, and it's in your direction. And it's very clear she's having difficulty walking. When her eyes are going to, they're actually going to naturally fall on Anya, and probably just Anya. She's probably not paying any attention to Skak, who looks a little bit big and scary.
He's looking the other way, and he just is like, Anya, you smell that? I smell churros.
Skak is still counting how much ammo he has.
And Anya, she's going to lock eyes with you, and you can see immediately that she's in trouble, and in her eyes she's pleading for help, and she then vocalizes that fact. She says, "Please, help me." She calls out to you. "There are credits in it for you, please. I just need help. Help."
Okay, I'll nod and ask her to like come to me.
And the other two of you notice this as well, and maybe at first you don't think this is any of your business, maybe you think it is, but mere seconds after she does that, two stormtroopers burst into the area from the south end of the promenade. They raise their blasters, aiming at the woman, and shout through their helmet speakers, "Step away from that woman. She is under arrest in the name of the Emperor."
Is there time to roll initiative? Are we rolling initiative?
That's a good question. Are any of you going to get involved? This woman's crying for help. She's being pursued, and she said there's credits. Does that motivate anybody?
I'm helping her. I don't really care about the credits.
Yeah, Skak immediately pulls out his gun, puts the brace down, and like cocks it, like he's ready to just throw down.
Dina will look over at Moravgi and kind of look back and forth and just kind of follow his lead, like as if non-verbally communicating. Do you want to get involved in this?
Noticing how many enemies are about, and it looks like there's going to be a clear fight, Moravgi kind of reveals his climbing claws.
I think that
and Dina will pull out her blaster.
Take care of him.
How far away are they, Erudi?
You're about to find out as we move to the map.
Ooh.
Can I take an action immediately after she says help me, or do we roll for initiative?
We are rolling into initiative.
Okay.
Except for I seem to be on the... Oh, there it is. I found it.
Because I know what I want to do.
I'm sure you do.
I'm sure it's evil.
It's pure and dark side. So this
evil.
is that woman right there. Is the woman that is asking you for help. I have a description for her as well. The slender, black-haired woman wears a blue uniform like that worn by many mechanics and repair crews aboard cells on station. Her face and clothes are smudged with grease, and her look suggests that she has been in more than a few firefights. However, she is wounded, and she currently doesn't have a weapon. So here we go. I got you guys kind of placed on the map here. So at the same time that these stormtroopers kind of raise their weapons at this woman, all of you who got the 20s, so everybody but Skak, you notice the two men who are watching up here to the north also start reaching for their blasters, and they whisper something into their shoulder, and they are looking at the same exact woman.
Oh god.
So whoever this is wanted from 2 different angles. So let's roll in, and actually I need to get rid of those boxes. They're in the way of chat's view.
I see a figure over here who is the 2 worst things in the universe combined. So I'm gonna try and kill him first.
Wait, what?
That makes sense.
A Wookiee and a
Talking about-
Stormtrooper.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is he talking about? Player videos, names only. There we go. That's what we want. Sorry about that, chat. And I'll do that on mine too, actually, because it's kind of annoying. Audio, video display, names only. Boom.
I gotta get some Star Wars blaster fire music going.
I know,
I
right?
downloaded some blaster fire sounds, and apparently those trigger YouTube. I'm probably
Wow.
just gonna. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a custom Starfinder set. It's not gonna be the same as Star Wars, but at least there'll be some sci-fi music and like weapon sounds.
That'll work.
Yeah.
It's probably about as good as I'm gonna be able to do. I tried some imitation sounds and stuff, and it seems to trigger YouTube every time. So I don't know.
Can I make a quick suggestion? Can you move the bar tracker up above the cameras so they're not in the middle of the fight?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Too.
Let me grab that. So I gotta switch this over to the map. And I gotta grab that, and we'll move it. Put it right here, right above the dice rolls. Nope, that looks dumb actually. I'll put it right there. Nope, that's dumb. I'll put it where it was.
Thank you.
36, baby.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
you're right. You guys are rolling.
yeah.
Oh,
Seeing
yeah.
Oh my god, Keaton got a 36!
Oh no!
Oh
No!
god! Like, this makes
wait, does that mean
sense.
it passes on? Does that mean
The
it passes
chosen
on?
number.
No, it just means that like, Chad kept saying Velrock was just like Erudi. This confirms it.
Oh god, fuck it. You know what? I've given you a free reroll, Keaton. You can reroll
Erudi
it.
Jr.
You can reroll it.
Erudi Jr.
I don't want
But
your
why would
charity.
he also gets the force token for
God damn it,
being a
man.
36, all thanks to Orman.
I'm so mad about
mean, like,
this.
Moravgi out here packing schmeat.
He might have small balls, but he is packing.
Yeah, what a weird
on.
combination, to be honest.
A big ass,
And a
balls,
big
and
butt.
a long chong.
The big
It's
butt.
Ryan says to take the reroll. Should we trust in the universe?
No, just take the force point.
Take the 36. You gotta be.
Yeah,
the
just take the
36.
36. It's too perfect.
I don't know. I've
Sevvy
never
wins
gone against
again.
my coin.
It's up to
This
you.
is a bad omen.
That's fine. Let's just move on.
Exactly. The 36 is.
Sevvy wins again. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna center this for chat because it's a little bit off.
don't
and
think
I
I'm gonna
know
roll for my
he is an
I don't think
Erudi.
Trandoshans even have that. Just to
That's
look at
fine.
White guy is
Anatomy.
crazy.
There we go. Now they can see the whole thing. All right. And then I've got to roll initiative for my dudes.
Oh, should I roll now?
There is no initiative counter.
Yeah.
What? It should be there.
No, it's not. Okay, now
There
it
you go.
is.
No, not that. I'm talking about the button. But yeah, I hadn't put that up yet. There
Ooh.
was-
Where's
Oh, here it is.
initiative?
I got it. So I gotta get this access to everybody. Token action. All right, you should all have a initiative button now when you click on your tokens.
Oh. I rolled a.
Oh, there you go.
27.
I can manually do yours. That's not a problem.
Perfect.
What did you get?
Thank
27.
27.
Yeah, that is a hell of an initiative.
It's unfortunate, actually.
For Keaton. And
Don't
then
we
we've
get
got-
any pluses for initiative?
if you have it in your skill, which apparently
Well, I-
Rocky does.
Mm. Oh yeah, I
Oh,
see.
yeah, I see it. Okay, all right. Let me get mine.
What the hell? You guys, there is.
How long do these temporary points last? Just this session?
Just a session, so you want to go through them.
Make them work. we can put those in order. And you know what? I have Sirenscape pulled up, actually, so I will just start some Starfinder music.
Yay! All right. Sirenscape, let's go.
Want to plug Sirenscape?
Sirenscape, they are not a sponsor, but so as long as we let you guys know that we are getting our sound effect and music from them, they won't copyright check our channel, and that is pretty cool.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat for you guys.
Perfect. I've been listening to just Star Wars music in the background.
I like it.
Me too.
I should do that next time.
Damn it, what is the name of it? Starfinder.
The name of it is your mom.
No, it's definitely not my mom.
Wow.
God,
Wow.
you guys
What?
so much. We'll just go with this.
Spicy.
All right, there you go. There's some music and some combat sounds. It should do the trick.
Oh, how
so
tall is
Maravgi.
Moravgi, by the way?
You've got first action. Oh, I'm sorry.
How tall is Moravgi?
How tall are you?
6'9".
He's 6'10".
Oh my god, another measuring contest. It just got heated.
Wow.
Somebody bring the fan.
He has a puffball on his hat, though, so he's probably 6'10".
Oh, Sevs,
Wait.
they want you to do a badonkadonk roll too.
Okay, alright, hold on. I'll do that right now while we are figuring things out. 1D.
So I'll let that badonkadonk roll drop before Maravgi.
Oh, I have a big butt, you guys.
You are a stacked little Jedi. Stacked.
You
We have to get that art redone. We have to get that art redone.
We gotta get the art updated.
We have to get the art updated.
If anybody would like to do a Photoshop, just updating it a little bit, let me know.
There is
we'll post it as, like, a
balance in the
joke.
force.
There is. All right, Maravgi. All right, so everybody remembers, in this system, you have an action, a move, and a swift action every turn.
Yep. So, Maravgi in this moment, seeing the storm. So Maravgi wasn't fully paying attention to this woman, but he sees the stormtroopers raise their weapons and aim it towards him. In that moment, he goes into a fit of rage. He is going to. Oh, I am clicking the wrong button. He is going to immediately make a run towards the storm trooper, thinking that there's nowhere else for him to go at this point, and he's going to take a swing on this guy.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have to target them. I just realized.
Yeah. Don't have to do that on Roll20. I have to do it all in my head.
He is going to also use a force point on this, or a force token.
Okay. So, to teach you guys a little something, go ahead and roll your first token first. So roll a 1d6.
Okay. 1d6.
All right,
A 1.
Now, when you go to roll your attack, it's going to prompt you, are there any modifiers? Add that 1 on there.
Perfect. 16.
It's a good thing you had that 1. You do connect with this stormtrooper. And you did 8 damage. All right, so you grab him with your claws, and this is going to knock him out. So, how do you want to dispose of him?
Not going for a straight up kill. Just he's probably Maravgi runs up, sweeps his leg, and as he's in the air, takes his head, slams on the ground to knock him out.
All right. You do so, and he crumples to the ground in his armor with a loud clack. And you used your movement already. Do you have anything to do with your swift?
I use a swift rage.
Rage, okay. This stormtrooper recruit, however, has not gone. He was aiming at the woman in the back. Oh, I didn't roll for her. I need to do that real quick. My bad.
28.
No, okay, she's up here. All right, so he is going to take a guarded step back, which will keep him from getting an attack of opportunity, but that means he can only move 5 feet. He's going to raise his blaster to you, Moravgi, and fire. And Stormtrooper recruits do not have the point blank bonus, so it'll just be a straight roll. And I've got a temporary point. I've got 2 that are going to expire at the end of the session. I'll use it. Four. And I still do terrible. And look how much damage you just avoided. Holy shit. He fires his Stormtrooper carbine at you, and it misses, hitting one of the crates over there in true Stormtrooper fashion. Even with the luck of the Force aiding him, he still misses. And that is all he can do. He uses movement, and he has nothing to do with a Swift.
Can we get an astromech out here too? Do you have a token ready for that?
I do not.
Okay.
I actually don't even have the right stat block. I can put an astromech out there, but it's the wrong stats.
We should raise artwork for it. Or raise the money for the artwork for him.
Yeah.
Now, what am I saying? You're just gonna kill him anyway.
That's true. It's fine. We can get a
Oh,
token.
look at him, he's so little.
Yeah, I just fucked up the map.
He's not that little, is he?
Damn it. Sorry, I just messed up everybody's spot. Nope.
There you go.
There we go. Can I just to the front?
They all disappeared. Okay, there we go.
Now I can grab him without touching the map.
The only one that's off is the stormtrooper below, unless you moved him.
No, he did move.
Yeah,
He did.
yeah, he
He did
moved
move.
back, but I don't have enough room in the square to actually represent that. Alright, so the droid, I'll roll in. He's back here at the end.
Can he be next to
Alright.
me too?
Sure. Alright, the
little buddy.
Imperial informant sees the Wookiee being a little crazy, but he's also looking at this woman down here. He's a little torn. I'm gonna roll a 1d2. Did it not roll?
It did. It was a
Oh,
one.
there it is. Okay. So at first he starts to keep his focus on the woman, but he figures that Wookiee might be trouble if he's associated with this woman somehow. But he's gonna then train his weapon on the Wookiee.
You don't want to do that.
He probably doesn't, but he does it anyways. And
Oh, thank-
no dice. You are locking out real good. Anya!
Alright. Okay. If I were to give the female a gun, would that be like a free item interaction, or would that actually take a swift action?
That would use your Swift.
Okay, I cannot do that. Okay. Alright. I am going to use Force Slam. So I'm gonna use a swift action Force Slam on these two guys here, which is a cone. It is a 6 square cone. It's a 42 defense. It gives 4d force damage and prone, and I'm gonna use a force token for it. I'm gonna roll the force point first. Oh, I got a 3. Okay. And I'm gonna use force. This is my swift action. I'm gonna add a 3 to it. I got a 26.
Holy shit. Alright.
So they get 4d6 force damage and they go prone.
Ouch. Go ahead and roll that.
14, my man. 14.
Alright, you step forward and thrust out your hand and just send the force barreling into them?
Mm-hmm.
And both men fly backwards, hitting the walls behind them and crumple to the ground, dropping their guns.
Are they dead?
They go down, yeah.
Okay, I'll take out my lightsaber. And let's see, we got 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll
Are you
use
activating your lightsaber?
Oh, is activating my lightsaber an action?
It is a swift, but also just keep in mind, you know that Jedi are being hunted.
I know, but I just used the Force. You realize this, right?
I
they
know
already,
that. It's
they already
just
know.
letting you know.
I mean, I kind of already like outed myself by using the Force here. So I'll move. Okay, hold on.
If you use your full power.
If I were to, so basically, because a swift action is to use force powers, right?
No, that's just your regular action. If you, unless the force power says specifically it's a swift action.
Okay, all right. So then my standard action was to use the force then.
And then your swift action would pull out because to remove a weapon from its holster or whatever, that's a swift action or a move action to bring it out.
Okay.
Unless you have.
So then I did. Okay, so then I did my standard then, and then I have my move and my swift action. Oh man.
So you could, in theory, use your move action to pull out your lightsaber, swift to activate it, if that's what you want to do.
I could do my move action and then use my swift action to activate my lightsaber.
No, so it's a move action to unholster a weapon. So to bring out your lightsaber is a move, and then a swift would activate it because it's just a switch.
Yeah, I don't. Okay.
The other thing you could do, cover's really important in the Star Wars system. Just to let you guys know, it helps a lot. If you're not ready to pull out your lightsaber yet and you want to go move and hide somewhere, you could go duck behind a crate since you know the stormtrooper's on the other side, and on your next turn, pull out your lightsaber.
I'm gonna duck and cover and tell the girl to come and duck and cover with me. And hope nobody saw that. I'm sure everybody did, though.
It's probably less noticeable than a lightsaber, but... and the only people who are against you who witness it are currently unconscious. So you jump behind the crate, and this girl, she nods at you eagerly, and she kind of like crawls over around you, ducking behind the crate, like clutching her side. And she wants to use her action to kind of reach out to retrieve a blaster from you. Would you resist letting her do that?
No, she can take my blaster.
All right, so she locks eyes with you, like asking permission, and then like takes the blaster out and switches it to on, and then she kind of positions herself behind the crate and nods and thanks. Dina.
Okay, so can I get a visual assessment of just how wounded Miss Darkhair is?
She looks very wounded. I mean, she's limping. That's like somewhere in the condition track levels of taking damage.
Okay. So...
But if you wanted to do a more thorough analysis, that is an action.
Well, I don't think I have time for a thorough analysis, so I'm just going to move up here. And I'm going to use one of my med packs to try a treat injury check. And I looked up the rules for that. That is basically if I succeed on a DC 15, she regains a number of hit points equal to her level plus 1 for every point by which my check exceeds the DC.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw a force token on there. Do you want me to roll that prior to my check, correct?
Yep. Roll the force token first. Nice.
Hey-o.
And then when you roll your check, it'll ask you for a modifier. Just put 6 and then okay.
Nice.
Whoa!
Why couldn't you get a roll like that for Moravki?
Yeah.
Damn, let's go.
Hell of a roll. 39. Damn.
39. Jesus.
That's max on both dice. That's awesome.
You healed the hell out of her.
So I'll let you tell me what the math is on the healing for that.
So that's plus 14, no, 24 hit points. Plus
All right,
whatever her character level is.
You duck down and start medically attending to her, and you get her in really good shape. Like she's still clearly got some lingering issues, but as far as her like immediate pressing concerns, kind of life or death type stuff, you think you've patched her up like perfectly.
Sweet.
Thank you.
I look at her and think,
Thank you so
don't worry,
much.
I'm here to help.
She nods, and then her eyes kind of like stop, and she sees your pants.
Said, no. I'm here to help. Trust me.
She seems unsure. Her hand tightens on the blaster. She bites her lip.
I will
And then
say
just
it's okay.
nods.
Trust her. Trust her.
All right, she nods then. Skak.
Is this console on the map actually there? Like, is it a console for people to use to like find shops or something like?
Yeah, it's like a public terminal directory type thing with like
But
maps
it's
and store
connected
locations.
to-
And
It's connected to the mainframe, the system, right?
only one way to find out.
All right, R3, get on that computer. Make sure we have a clear way out. And then he is going to fire at the stormtrooper down here with Gina. Let's do my force point. So I have a lot. I gotta do this manually, huh? 'Cause these are the temporary ones. 6, 3. Knock that off. I'm going to use my move as a swift action instead. I'm going to use 2 swift actions to brace, so that it's only a -2 instead of a -5.
Okay.
So we're going to do a +1 total. +1. Pretty low, but he still takes 3.
Oof. Yes. All right.
Oh, wait,
yeah,
there's one
use-
guy here. I'm stupid. I meant to suppress him. That's okay. It's fine.
All right. Use. I'm assuming you targeted past Moravi, so that is a spray and pray. He takes 3. The stormtrooper, there's like carbon scoring on his armor now, and he looks in your direction. And then R5 goes over to the console.
You are scarily good at those noises.
Yes. Get really good.
Yeah, I need to quit being good at them, because when I made them last episode, people in chat, in the comments were like, wow, he really was placed by an AI.
Erudi AI.
No.
Facts.
Erudi
Oh
AI.
shit, not treat injury, fuck. Oh, it's only one more. Alright, so he tries to hack into the system, and unfortunately he is denied, so he...
What? Didn't he have a 14 last time?
On what?
On used computer.
No, he's got a +3.
No, jeez.
Yeah, he just rolled high last time. He got like a natural 20, I think it was. Or I typed in something and realized it, in which you got really lucky, because that roll was really fucking high. Oh wait, shit. That was Anya's page. What the hell?
No.
What are you doing? Stop playing with my sheet.
Oh, no, sorry. It's the same. It's the same. I just closed his sheet and then Anya's was still there. All right. I did it right.
Okay, so don't trust the droid to do that. I'm just going to do use computer from now on instead of the droid. I'll just have him help me.
He was very close. He was so close.
Yeah.
He just barely missed it. He kind of like blarps at you. He blarps at you like angrily because you're being dismayed. Like, you do it.
Come on, get into it. Let's go.
Oh, you speak binary, or you understand binary, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you definitely hear him say a smartass comment about then why don't you do it?
Move over.
Moravgi.
Move. I'm gonna do it.
Gonna use my move action to shift over one. I gotta remember to stop trying to target these guys.
Stand down, alien, or you will be terminated.
That was a mistake.
He's in a rage. He's pissed off. Gonna throw a little temp thing on this. Get in the claws. Submit. Boom. 20.
God, yep, that'll do it. How do you want to wreck this stormtrooper?
Moravgi runs towards him, kicks his, slides forward almost like soccer sliding, kicks his legs out and pulls his head down as he's coming down. Like in between his legs, he slams his head. Just knocks him out.
And then he just kind of stumbles backwards and collapses on the floor, his gun sliding away from him. And that is enough to stop combat.
What the hell? Is that a Wookiee?
And
His name is Moravgi.
I have a question, Erudi. Do I sense that the Wookiee is force sensitive?
You would only sense that if you tried. You'd have to take the time to do a force, use the force check to reach out in your surroundings to see if you sense any force sensitive beings. I don't know that you would have a reason to do that, but
I don't have a reason to do it though. Okay, I was just wondering.
Just to clarify, because I don't have the R3 sheet in front of me. You said he had a +3 to use computer, or +2?
Sorry, let me go back.
Sorry. Because he rolled a 12. If he has a +3, that would be 15. I don't know if that makes a difference.
I just gave. Oh, okay. Would I roll treat injury +1? That'd be +3. Okay, that would get to 15. All right, so that would be enough for him to bypass the console into maintenance mode.
Cool.
So he does, I guess, slice past the public access to more of an admin type role for somebody who has to come over here and work on this shit. So now, because you yelled at him, he blarps at you like, "See, I did do it right."
Yeah, scoot over. Let me see if I can try and find us a way out of here.
Okay, I'll ask for my blaster back and I'll say, "What is your name?"
My name's Maya. But listen, we can't stay around here much longer. There'll be more of them. Very quickly. I have a hideout not too far from here. I know you've risked a lot for me. If you come with me, I might have a way off this station. But we can't hang out here.
Okay. Skak, she has a way out the station. Bring QT with us.
Yeah. Let me just make sure that we're not gonna get stopped by blast doors or something.
Okay. Can you delete the footage? I might have done something that I don't want to be recorded.
All right, I'll work on that as fast as I can instead of the blast doors, I guess.
I'll approach Anya and I'll say, my friend Moravgi and I'll gesture over towards the Wookiee. We're in need of a place to go. Can we join you?
That thing's your friend? He looks
Of
over his
course.
shoulder.
Yes. We've been through quite a lot together.
An enemy of my enemy is my friend, of course. I am Anya, and this is Skak. And the little droid over there is QT.
It's nice to meet all of you. I'm Dina, and as I said, this is Moravgi.
You're on the run as well?
Moravgi puts his mask back on.
Yeah, what's it to ya?
We're on the run as well.
Dina, we're not really gonna be traveling with that filthy scale skin, are we?
There's safety in numbers, Moravgi, I'm afraid. Especially they have a hideout, and We need a place to go.
I don't know how safe we'll be with that slaving scum, but if this is your choice, then fine, I'm with you.
Hey, man.
Froggy.
Wookiees have been enslaving other Wookiees long before we came along.
I can assure you, Scat is pretty safe. He's a good friend of mine that has saved my life numerous times.
And I'll kind of lean over towards Moravgi and out of earshot of the other two if I can, and just say, besides, if it were between the two of you, I'd put my money on you.
A Wookiee can obviously take out a lizard.
The droid is not being any kind of court.
Okay.
Oh, God.
My droid's bigger.
So, are we assuming we're good to go then? Can I take the blaster guns away from the dead bodies?
Well, let's make sure that we actually get this computer thing done. Is it possible if I have admin controls to delete footage?
These are not security terminals. They would not
Yeah.
have direct access to Imperial camera systems.
So what do I have
think-
access to then?
This is probably going to be more directory updates, possibly even there might be some emergency controls for like fire suppression or something like that that would lock down certain doors for
Okay.
public safety. But yeah, nothing that would be Imperial security.
I wonder if I could turn the lights out. Give us some cover.
At a
They're-
quick glance, is anyone was anyone selling cloaks or large fabric?
There are probably stores for that for sure. Give me a perception check, and I'm gonna scroll up for something here.
Is there still revelry going on in these cantinas and stuff?
There is some, but right now there's also a lot of attention on what just happened here. People are like coming out from behind
We
things
need
they
to
were
run
hiding
away.
behind because they were panicked. This isn't something that happens every day down here. It's not like Tatooine. There's not like little duels out here all the time. This is highly unusual.
Now we need to start running away.
All right, yeah, I don't think I can do much here.
That's
Would it be
fine.
a good idea for me to turn the lights out? Party?
Maybe use those fire safety hazards to shut some of the doors behind us as we make our way out.
I mean, we could, but that would mean my droid would have to stay here to do that.
Oh,
Let's just run. Let's just run.
Yeah. All right, let me grab a blaster carbine and however many power packs I can scrounge off these guys' belts.
I rolled a 24, by the way, Erudi.
Okay. All right, yeah, so as you are running, yeah, there's a nice, you find a nice, patriotic Imperial Navy store with all sorts of different wares and like ponchos and things that got like my son's in the Imperial Navy type stuff on it. Proud Imperial Navy brat, things like that.
Perfect.
That you could use.
Perfect. I'm stealing one of those like big flags and then just tearing my arms through it. Just kind of making myself a little cloak to go over my makeshift armor.
Fantastic. So you got a nice like, cloak with an Imperial symbol pattern all over it, and
We got a $50 donation from Hayden. 50. Hopefully this is working right. This goes to Erudi for all of his artwork, and I hope to see you guys in Dallas.
Ooh.
wow.
hey, Hayden 75 in Dallas. Hey man, that'd be awesome. I was hoping to see you at MegaCon, so it'd be cool to catch you in Dallas.
Aiden Wayne.
And I know I keep saying this, Hayden, and I feel like a broken record, but we really do have the video done. It just needs a little music editing, and it should be going up next week. It's just been crazy starting all this stuff up. All right, so yeah, you guys are gonna hightail it here, and she's very insistent on this, by the way. She thanks you, of course, and she's like, "We've got to go. We've got to go."
How many power packs can I get? Sorry, that's just like super important for my character because of how much ammo I use.
I mean, no, it's a good question. So they've got. Oops. Pull these guys up.
And their weapons aren't like Judge Dredd's weapon where it's gonna blow my hand off. Right? I can take a carbine.
You can take a carbine. Just know that that is a military grade rifle, and questions would be asked for you have it.
Dude, my other gun is military grade anyway, so.
I'm just letting you know, because I don't want you to say I didn't tell you. You can find a med pack. There's a utility belt with a med pack on these guys, and they each have an extra power pack that you can take. I'm not sure how you taking a use one works, but there's also one in their gun. I'd have to look.
Okay, but he fired one shot, right? So I'll just mark that it has 49 ammo in it, right? He fired a shot, right?
Probably. I probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how it works, but you can take it, and then we'll figure it out later. I might randomize it because maybe they use it for target practice or some shit. But let's see. So let's see. And then the other guys, they've got the small pistols. They each have only the power pack that's in their pistol. So you can take those as well. They have some assorted personal items. Nothing that's probably of any interest to you.
Cool. That works for me. I'll take the power packs, the med pack.
Right. So that is 6 power packs.
Oh, 6. Okay.
Because you got 2 each from the stormtroopers and 1 each from the informants.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So I go a little further. All right. So she says, "Follow me. I have safe quarters, so we can talk." And she is still very injured, healed up from having like any fresh like concerns in terms of hit points, but on the condition track, she is really, really low, and it's persistent. So she's going to need actual treatment. So she kind of limps along, trying not to look obvious as she does, leading you guys towards her hideaway. Okay.
Somebody get this flea bag out of my way.
If the scales weren't so loud, we could sneak away from here.
You son of a...
So it takes about, I don't know, it takes about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so.
Minutes?
No, not 36, about 15 minutes for you to get to her hideaway. And she takes you down like a little maintenance hallway and stuff too, trying to avoid as many cameras and stuff as she can. It's very clear she's not a maintenance worker. She knows what she's doing. And she leads you to a little hideaway room and opens the door after putting a code into the door and ushers you all inside.
I'll go.
Okay, I'll go.
And
I'll follow.
once you're all in, she follows you in and she shuts the door behind her. And she kind of slumps against the wall and just sort of like slides down it, just sitting in like a crouched position, her hand on her face. And she's just like finally starting to breathe deep and collect herself for a moment.
That was fun. We're going to do it again, right?
No, I mean, not right now. Let's just get out of here first. Why were they following you?
Switch us over to the face screen for a moment, since we're not really doing anything major. Because she opens her eyes at the question. She nods and goes, I may have gotten myself in some trouble here on the station. They're not very happy with me, as you can tell, she says, kind of indicating her injuries. I am responsible for receiving and storing cargo that was shipped all the way from the deep core. I was picking up something from an informant named Switch. Unfortunately, some informants... They uncovered what I was doing somehow and snitched on me, hence the injuries. I'm really sorry that I wrapped you up in this, but I didn't know what else to do.
You kidding me? That was the most fun I've had in years.
What is her name again?
Maya, M-A-Y-A.
Okay. What type of...
You may not believe this, Maya, but you may be a blessing in disguise, considering the situation that my friend and I were in.
We're in quite the pickle.
I see. I would like an explanation about your particularly unique set of trousers.
We'll just say that I am no longer affiliated with, well, the Imperial Navy at all. And, well, Moravgi here is now a good friend of mine.
She nods, but she seems a little on edge. I'm sorry, what did you say, Meraki?
The Wookiee says slow down. Not necessarily friends, he just owes you.
Well, fair enough.
So she still looks a little apprehensive of Dina, and you obviously recognize this, Anya, and, well, I don't know, Skak would.
Yeah.
I'd to be friends with a Yeti reject like this.
You guys are clearly on the run from the Empire. Is that accurate?
Yes. We'll just say that I couldn't take some of the horrors that they put Moravgi through. He's been through a lot.
Yeah, no thanks to your kind, lizard.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Oh god, this is gonna be interesting. I think for now we can try and work together. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we get over the hostile attitudes? I mean, we're kind of in this together now.
You're asking us to put aside thousands of years of hostility.
Yes.
I don't think I can do that, but
at
we
least
can
work
for
together.
now.
Yeah, at least work together.
You don't have to be friends.
We are all in the same boat right now. The Empire's going to be looking for every last one of us. So whatever it is between your kind, we need to save it until we're at least off this station. Unfortunately, I can't leave yet. I need to finish what I was doing here first, or else my ride is not going to pick us up.
Oh god, what were you trying to do?
It's not as terrible as it sounds. As I told you, there was an information broker. His name's Switch. He's supposed to have some valuable cargo that I was in charge of retrieving. But now I've been injured and I've lost the trail. I need to find him. He's not an easy individual to find. I am in no shape to go around looking for him now. If you are able to go out, ask around, try to put some feelers, see if you can find Switch.
My face is... Oh, no, go ahead.
I mean, we're not really in a position right now as well. We just took out some bucketheads.
I hope you understand. The Empire probably has my face plastered in posters.
You should be so lucky.
Perhaps not yet. The wheels of the Imperial justice system here do move a little slowly. The public, at least, probably is not aware of your faces yet. And if you keep a low profile, you might be able to get the information in time. I don't know what else to do. I am way too injured to go limping around. I will stick out like a sore thumb. But she kind of hobbles over to one of her closets and opens them, and inside are like a variety of different cloaks and hats and things like that. You could use some of these things to help hide your faces and identity for at least a little bit. They're not perfect.
Do you have any trousers in there? Clearly these tend to draw attention.
Yes. You're going to need a belt too, I think, she says, noticing your very stick figure.
I've been working out. It's getting better.
I don't know how you humans do it.
Get this one a male uniform.
Oh, God. I want you all to make me some perception checks. As she says this next part. So yes, as I was saying, I am just an agent here for a very valuable employer trying to retrieve some cargo. The only information I have on Switch is the number V14 and his name, Switch. Everything else is a blank. All right, let me see what you guys got.
Not a very good informant if he couldn't tell you that you were being trailed.
Well, that
Moravgi starts hitting the
happened.
droid.
I would have had to find him first, for that to have been relevant. Oh, we don't have Sevs. Well, you guys rolled.
Typical Wookiee.
high
Can't even keep his droids
enough.
under control.
We don't really care, I guess, if she notices. She can just play along with you guys. So you definitely get the feeling that there's something more to this that she's not telling you, either about the operation itself or her employer or something. There's something she's dancing around.
What is it that you're not telling us? Is it something we should be concerned about?
Hey, I'm not telling you anything. I'm telling you everything that you need to know.
Wait, that was a double
Hmm.
negative. Can you say that again? I'm confused.
Shocker.
Would you like to make a
Jesus, I'll pay you.
persuasion check to try to get her to tell you what she's not telling you?
Yes, and I'll throw another force token on there.
Okay.
Can I help his persuasion?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll yours
I'll
first.
roll.
Okay, so plus
Oh shit!
3.
Sorry, I did not help you.
Okay, so plus 3.
Okay. She kind of bites her lip for a moment and she looks at the Imperial trousers again, really hesitant. But then she kind of locks eyes with Anya for a moment. Gets the sense that if she's trusting her, maybe she can trust you. And she goes, fine. My client is a very powerful man by the name of Senator Bail Organa of Alderaan. There is a movement brewing against the Empire. I can't say much more than that. But this cargo is very valuable to him in what he's trying to start.
Is it weapons?
Don't know, honestly. I was just
What
told that
exactly-
it was valuable and that I need to retrieve it.
What exactly is it that he's trying to start?
Let's just say there are people out there who are less than thrilled with Emperor Palpatine's way of controlling the galaxy. People who have been quieted for far too long and want their voices heard.
She said he was a senator?
Yes.
It seems like not a good idea for someone so in the open.
Hence why I was trying to keep this information private, but I have no way out of here without you, and you're in the same boat. The Empire's not your friends either. So, I'm going to have to trust you, particularly since one of you's a Jedi. So,
Well, where do you suppose we start?
Let's see if she is.
I don't say anything and look at my face and straight face. I was hoping nobody saw what I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if Moravgi saw it, but maybe Dina saw it. I don't know.
I mean, I was facing that direction, but I imagine I was. Well, no. Yeah, I was probably focused on healing Maya at that point. So
Moravgi
I don't know if I would have noticed it.
the opposite way.
Yeah.
but still, she puts this information out there, which would probably be very intriguing to both of you. You're a long-lived Wookiee. You were alive during the conflict on Kashyyyk when the fights were going on between the Separatists and the Republic. So you definitely have seen Jedi in action during the war, and you have been trained your entire career. The history taught at the Imperial Academy is that the Jedi were betrayers of the Republic. They tried to overthrow Palpatine and destroy democracy itself. Interesting.
Oh, great. Please tell me it's not this overgrown gecko.
So what if it was?
Oh yeah, use your special powers. Do something crazy.
The Force is not something to play games with.
You want to see crazy?
Let's just focus on the mission at hand. And I would appreciate it if the name Jedi didn't leave this room.
What secret is safe with me, if my secret is safe with you?
Of course. It seems like we are on the same side after all.
All right, then here's what we need to do. I need you guys to go hunt down this information on Switch. The cantinas are going to know my face. I was ratted out the moment I was discovered. But you can probably get in there, talk to people, see if you could find someone at a casino, at a cantina, anyone who might have a lead on who Switch is, where he might be found. You need to find him and get the cargo from him. In the meantime, I'm going to do two things. I've got to get this injury treated. It's really bad. And then afterwards, I need to get in contact with my contact about getting us a ride out of here. We don't have a very large window before they start doing full sweeps of this entire station.
Okay, we will meet with you back here then.
Before we go, what does the number V14 mean to you?
I've no idea. The whole reason I went to the canteen I went to in the first place is somebody said they knew what the number stood for, and they were willing to reveal it for credits. I made my way over there. Unfortunately, it was a trap.
V14, is that some type of blaster, maybe?
Not any model I've ever heard of. No. I'm not sure. If I knew any more, I would tell you. Trust me.
Well, I mean, not to be the level-headed and practical one of the group, but
Never.
we're walking up there with a giant Wookiee next to us. I mean, how are we going to get by with this fluffernutter with us?
A
Not
cloak?
the only 6'10" alien walking around.
Yeah, but I'm the only free one walking around.
Moravgi is free. Do you see any shackles?
Maybe cloaks. Cloaks will help.
Fine.
Actually, that's a good point. You were a slave?
At one time, yeah, the Wookiee was.
What did you say your name was?
Moravgi. His designation was 199.
Would never dehumanize you by calling you that. Listen, at any point during your capturing by the Imperial Navy, did they ever put you under using any drugs or anything of the like? Yes.
Would he remember this? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's another problem I'm going to have to handle for you. All right.
Why, does he have rabies or something?
A
No.
tracker, maybe?
Much worse than that. The Imperials have a method of ensuring their slaves don't escape. If you are new to the station, they may not have been activated yet, but once they are, it'll be a very messy end.
Well, not long that.
Oh, what
Like
what is this? Is
bomb?
this something that can be? Is this something in his blood? What?
It's
What
a
is it?
device buried deep in his flesh. I have a contact on the station that might be able to remove it, but I'm going to need time to get a hold of them and see if they're even willing to risk it.
I am trained in emergency surgeries. I could perhaps perform the procedure if I know where the device is located.
How confident are you? Because if you mess up, it'll be both of you.
Now this I gotta see.
Whew.
Hmm.
Let the surgeon handle it. Let's focus on this information we need from Stitch or whatever his name is.
Switch.
Switch.
How about you try stitching me up first and see if you can handle that? Didn't go too well on the ship.
Yes, I am sorry, Moravgi. Unfortunately, do you spare
I
med
can
packs?
try. I have med packs. Can I try healing? Can I try healing him? Would it still be at a -5?
It's only a -5 on yourself. If you're doing it to somebody else, you don't take the -5.
Yeah. All right,
You
I'm
should
gonna
probably
use
let-
I'm gonna
you
use
should
a force token.
Okay, hold on. It sounds like Dina is really good at this. Do you want to just?
Yeah.
'Cause he
Well,
was
I have
just asking for the med pack. Do you want to just give him
Dina,
that?
Dina can't do it because she's already attempted a first aid attempt on him in the last 24 hours.
Wait, doesn't that? I thought that's only. If I'm reading this correctly, somebody can't be the recipient of it more than once in 24 hours.
Hmm.
Oh,
Didn't
Well-
you try it? You're trying to treat Caleb, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
tried to
shit!
treat
It
him on
hasn't
the
been
ship.
24 hours, has it? Okay, never
No.
mind.
Okay. What do I roll? There's no medicine.
It's a treat injury. Treat injury.
Okay.
And for the record, I have a
Transition here.
plus 13 for future reference in treat injury.
What?
Yeah, he's really
Why
good
did I
at
get
it.
fucked?
Oh my god.
You better
And
not
you
mess
failed
up.
that
For 199's sake.
And you failed that badly. I got a 27.
Oh wow.
Okay, she is going to patch you up some. So that is character level plus what?
+1 plus the amount exceeded in the
You're on the
DC.
15, right? Okay. So that's quite a bit. You're fully healed.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Because it's going to be your character level plus, right? Because that's, yeah. That's all you took, right? Was actually, you might be one short because you took.
So I was 11 down.
You were 11. Okay, so that does heal you. All right, I was right. So you're good to go.
And
She
just real
patches
quick-
you go up real nice.
Real quick, I have a mechanics question, so I'm not 100% sure how this works. I still take damage to my hit points if it doesn't surpass my damage threshold. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, the damage
I didn't
threshold
do
is
that
just
earlier.
to see if you go down the track.
Okay, so I'm at 5
Do you need
right now.
healing too? Do you need healing as well?
Shit,
Yeah.
Moss, you look terrible. Dina
Okay,
looks
Yeah.
I will
in bad
heal-
shape.
I will heal Moss as well and use force point.
Can I assist?
Ooh,
Moss
can you
did just call
s-
Anya my.
I think that's funny. I think you would. Ooh, I think you would follow the same rule. You can assist, but since you're assisting on yourself, it's a -5.
-5? Okay.
So it
It
might
might
be
be
better.
worth it
Well,
for you.
you still get a +13. So I mean, -5, you're still doing pretty good.
Yeah, you should probably do it. You should probably assist anyway.
All the Sevvies are
Uh-huh.
bleeding together.
Okay, all right. So that
Yeah,
would
mind
be
that, Anya.
that would be at 2, right? That I get
Yeah.
+2. Okay.
Um,
Please
plus-
roll.
sorry, plus
Oh my
Oh,
god!
you max.
I got a natural 20. Let's go!
Hell
Oh
yeah.
my god, she always rolls so fucking good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think Dina is fully healed. She doesn't have very many hit points in the first place, so that'll definitely definitely get it up
Sweet.
there. Because you got the
You
plus
humans
one,
are
plus
squishy.
2.
You're gonna need to start taking more cover, love.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Insane. I swear to God, man, she's made a deal with some fucking demon devil. Or
I
something.
wanted to get through all of my temporary
It's like a digital demon.
force
She needs to
tokens.
deal with a digital demon. All right, fantastic. So you are healed up, and so Maya kind of puts a hand on 2 of your shoulders, whoever's the closest, and she says, "All right, let's do this." And then she locks eyes with Anya and says, "And may the Force be with you."
May the force be with you as well.
And that is where we'll wrap. So let me move the screen back to our.
It was a mistake on that protocol droid's part, referring to you as a 199. Because now in my notes, Your character will be referred to as 199.
Oh yeah, Moravgi wouldn't have said it, but the droid did.
Oh God, that's funny. That was a lot of fun.
And
It was
just-
good getting the. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just excited. I got through most of the temporary hit points that we were given. So I was really trying to, the temporary force token points. So I was excited to do that. So yes.
Yeah, I think you guys burned through most of them. I don't think too many went. Did any go to waste?
I only had 4 left, but
I had a few left.
Yeah, me too.
I had 7 left.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you guys broke
Yeah.
the board then, or had less. I
I
thought it
didn't
was
get.
mostly the
I
permanent
used
ones.
it. I used 2. I only had 2 rolls, I think. So.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. All right. Well, good stuff. I mean, that was a lot of fun. Getting the group together and telling a Star Wars story with the whole crew on board. It really came together. I think doing those prologues actually helped a lot. You guys had a lot of chemistry already just coming in. I know we had a few technical snafus at the beginning, but I'm glad we were able to iron those out and tell the story for you guys. Sevvy just said, "Hold my beer." Yes, she did. Out healing the healer somehow. That's what she does. But hey, let's go around and let people know where you're going to be at, and tag who you like. Leave Sevvy for second last, me for last. We'll start with Moss.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter if you'd like. That's at Mossmoophe, MOSSMOOPHE. Yeah, and you can find me on Thursdays over on Geeks and Gamers Tabletop for March of the Dragon Queen. Obviously here on Saturdays for Star Wars. And then don't forget, mark your calendars, ladies and gentlemen, for Call of Cthulhu character creation on March 25th. So, yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's going to be really interesting. And yeah, I'll tag Caleb.
hello, you can find me everywhere at Laylines or Fires of the Albatross. We have a new song coming up pretty soon here. It'll be dropping everywhere. You can find me over at the Geeks and Gamers Tabletop channel on Fridays, where I play Raycona, the Elven Wizard, as he blushes over the Dungeon Daddy. You can find me over Geeks and Gamers Tabletop for Strange Winds, where I play the Stranger, the Vesk soldier, as we travel through the stars and the Wild West. And here on Saturdays for this Star Wars stream that you're watching currently. Very excited to get going. I enjoy the chemistry of the whole party. Fighting with the Trandoshan is going to be very, very interesting. With that, yes, I'm already getting low, but I will tag that said Trandoshan Velrock.
Yeah, you can find me on my mini factory where you can purchase all the miniatures that I make. You can see renders for all those on my YouTube channel. Velrock Art Miniatures is my brand. Other than that, I am also on Geeks and Gamers Tabletop, where I play Dick, the Ranger. Really fun in that campaign for Dragonlance. I am also working on a campaign for the Dead Wars, which is the world record for the biggest D&D game. I'm making some miniatures for that, so they can release those as part of the event. We're going to host the event at the Provo Town Center in Utah in May, so that'll be fun. We're aiming for even more this time. It's a little optimistic, but they say they want to get 3,000 people for the next biggest game of D&D, which is huge. So we're going to take over the mall and do that. That'll be fun. But I play Goodwin, the Bladesinger Wizard, in that campaign that's sort of leading up to the event. And you can find that on We Geek Together, their YouTube page. And that's it. Sevvy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sevvy. You can find me over at Moonskull on Wednesdays and Fridays. Every other Wednesdays, where we're going to be doing the party games on Wednesdays. So we changed it up, FYI, from Fridays to Wednesdays, and then all the Fridays are gonna be whiskey and wine. So it's gonna be Ruda and I playing games, and then sometimes having a panel over. So just keep track of that. I'm also here on Saturdays for Star Wars, and then I will be here for Call of Cthulhu once that starts up. So keep your eyes peeled for that. You can find me at Geeks and Gamers Tabletop on Thursdays for March of the Dragon Queen, Fridays for Mummy's Mask, and Sundays for Pokemon. Usually when I'm not streaming in either of these channels, I'm streaming on my private channel, so please make sure to give them a follow and subscribe. So those would be my Twitch and my Kick. I'm also very active on my Discord server and my Instagram and Twitter, so if you have accounts of those, please follow me as well. And we are really close to our fanfic of Dungeon Daddy. So FYI, if you want to see how red Erudi gets, let's get it started. I think we are only like $30 away or something like that.
$36 away.
36
No,
bucks.
30 bucks. It's $30.
Also known as 36. Let's go.
It's inflation, baby. That's how it works.
I swear.
Yeah. And I'll tag your rude eye.
Oh wow, you didn't end with your signature little Sevvy heart. Yeah, I'm Erudi. You can find me on Geeks Gamers Tabletop. You can find me here. I'm on both channels basically all the time. I think there's exactly one show that I'm not currently involved in, and that is Strange Winds. So pretty much anytime you tune on that channel, you'll find me there. I even do some Savage Pathfinder videos if you're interested in learning how to play the game. I've got almost 8 videos on combat, teaching you all the basics plus the situational rules. It's a lot of fun. I'm also working on an alternative system, an answer to what's happened to the tabletop industry, my own book, my own TTRPG called Legend Seeker. If you happen to be a member on our Guilded and you are a subscriber there, you will have access to preview that and give me feedback and help me build it. Exciting time right now for releasing spells. Lots and lots of spells. So you guys get to read about all those and tell me what you think, and if there's anything that my screws might be a little loose on that I need to tighten. I think that's basically all I got. Really appreciate everything you guys are doing with Dallas. You are blowing these goals away. I might not appreciate it once we get to about the $800 mark, but I promise you once that's all past me, I'll appreciate it again, because you guys are wonderful, and we can't wait to see you guys at Dallas Fan Expo. Thank you for watching Star Wars Dawn of Defiance, and we will see you later. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.